So here we are, DAGDAGIEL, episode number 13. Welcome back. Today we have Barry Tahira playing, what's your name, Barry? Can you remember?
Rokan Talk.
Exactly. Very good. And we have Sean playing...
the Great Elkas.
The Great Elkas, who is...
Great.
Well, besides being great...
He is a half-elf rogue / barbarian.
You have to say one more sentence than the person who was last speaking, you see. That's how this works. So,
Okay, cool.
Okay, so now, Vespera.
Well, I'm playing Vespera.
Vespera's playing Vespera.
Yes. I am
name's
a
Charlie.
wildfire druid.
Alright.
And I have a little moth creature named Theo.
A little moth creature named
Which is-
Theo.
Short for Fiorenza.
Wow. Okay, and last but not least today, Alexander, played by Jordan.
I am Alexander. I'm playing a human sorcerer, and I'm currently in trouble.
You're in trouble. You're in the sin bin, so to speak.
In the dog box.
How about that rugby game the other day? No, never mind. I'm not going to start down that track.
What's rugby?
What's rugby?
What's rugby? Is there a fridge falling from the sky?
Great
There is
question.
actually a place called Rugby.
Well, there you go. There you go. Okay, so that's the answer to that. All right, so tell us. We are in DAGDAGIEL now, considering all things. Alexander, you're in a small room. The room is somewhat padded, and you've been chained here for about a day. In that time, the staff has been removed forcibly from you, and your memories of those moments are a little bit spotty, to say the least, as to how it happened and what happened and so on. But you still remember that voice in your head speaking to you, telling you of the power that it could unleash at your hands. But that feels like a distant memory now, and you've been sitting here for a while, and on 2 occasions somebody's tossed some food in here, a small tray with some simple meal on it, nothing compared to the sort of stuff you've been ordering ad hoc on your servant bells in your dormitory. More low kind of scale at the bottom end of the scale of quality food. Bread, water, some sort of condiment that might go with that, just to give you some flavor. This has happened twice now, and you're getting a bit probably bored, and you notice that there are rats in here, lice. It's not very pleasant. They're beginning to bite your legs. Eventually the door suddenly just opens and bright light comes pouring in, and you see a shuffling silhouette of a female figure step inside. The door shuts behind her, and you can see some attendants behind her with lanterns out in the corridor. She closes the door behind her, carrying her own lantern, and she bends down in front of you, and she says, "Alexander, you've gotten yourself into a right bit of trouble this time, haven't you? Can you make a perception check against the light and the darkness and all of the contrasty stuff going on right now?"
Flaccid 20.
A flaccid 20. Okay, you recognize her as Sophia Kalin, the second daughter of Lord Kalin.
Mistress Kaelin, how may I be of service?
She says, "That might be an excellent question that I might ask you. Now, Lord Kalin, he's been petitioned by your uncle, Regan, who, despite your actions, has considered all things, including the fact that you've been wielding some kind of staff of power that has clearly taken over your mind at some time. So we'd like to forgive you for what you've done, but we need some assurances about that."
Yes, and what would those be?
Well, I was hoping that you might make some suggestions. Would you like a sip of wine, she says, and hands you a flask.
I'm not too sure, my lady, how I can prove myself worthy.
Well, do you feel the power of the staff over you right now?
No, I do not.
And I will say out of game that you have it unattuned to the staff at this point. I see. Well, I believe you, perhaps. So I'm going to unlock this door and let you out and take off these chains.
Thank you, my lady.
Things should go back to normal now. Don't worry. If you need anything, you can come to me.
Thank you, and I bow as I'm sitting on the ground.
All right. She unlocks your chains and steps back. The first thing you should do is get yourself a healthy meal. But I do suggest one other thing. You've been given privileges here in House Caelrin. I suggest that you don't abuse them.
Absolutely.
Very well then. She steps out and leaves the door open, having unlocked you. Alright, so meanwhile, where's everybody else?
We were shopping.
Shopping and
montage.
free shopping montage. Okay, so tell me about the shopping montage.
Well, we went to a tailor or a
you were buying fancy clothes.
buying fancy clothes, yes. After thinking about it, I'm thinking, yes, I will go fancy, but I won't go like fancy ball gown fancy. I'm going to go, I look fancy and also practical.
Fancy and practical, so like, okay, so like an upper class merchant or
like a
clerk?
Like, I don't really have an image, but I do have an image in my mind of like a very nice dress with like the sort of shoulder material that covers and makes her look very, very adult.
Proper.
Very proper. Yeah, she's instead of going like at first she was like blinded by all the colors of everything.
Right.
She decided to go a bit more serious.
A bit more serious. Okay.
However, I think she's still tossing out between like which material she wants, because on the one hand she wants to go teal because she's probably never going to wear teal again. But on the other hand, she's like, if I get something nice, I can wear it for the long haul.
For the long haul, right? That makes sense.
So she's just like this. Now the wise person in me says I should go with practicality.
How much gold are you waving around, or silver at this moment in this case? And who is with you? Are the others with you, or are they?
We dragged Rokan with us, and Alcus. He already knew what he wanted before we got there.
Right. So Alcus, you've done your thing, is that right, or you still have to do?
Alcus went out with a very specific dress code in mind.
Right.
Should you give me 1 second?
I'm gonna share it for us.
I have this to share.
Ooh, hold on. Let me just have a look and see that our screen hasn't just stretched off. No, it seems to be largely intact.
No.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, it's almost like a black suit and then a large fur coat over it, and it's all trimmed with gold, and the little gold inscriptions on it are an elven kind of like bedtime story that you would tell to little kids, but it's also a bit of a prayer as well.
Okay, cool.
So it has some sort of meaning to it. It's not just...
Now just remind me, you're a wild elf, a wood elf, is that right?
Yes, but
half
never
wood
really
elf.
raised as an elf, just had an elven mother.
Right.
And this was a bedtime story that she had told me.
She told you, okay. And so you've had it embroidered into this?
Yes.
Okay, and you actually did that. You didn't pick it up that way. It was something that you arranged.
No, so I got a base image and then I added and did a bunch of editing.
Right. Oh, no, I'm talking about Alcas.
Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, yeah, both. He definitely got the clothes and then he did a bunch of editing to the clothes.
All right, cool. So, Rokan, are you buying, selling, purchasing? You've got a bunch of furs you can trade that you can be wandering around the market selling if you wanted to. Although beware whether or not you have license to do that in these markets. Just saying. You know, you could be like trench coat, you know, horny furs. Or, you know. You're on
Oh, he is muted.
bonus action, Barry.
Come on,
Bonus
buddy.
action.
I will take the money that I've got
Okay.
and the furs,
Yep.
and I will offer them as part of a deal to a fur clothing place.
Ah, okay. All right,
Yeah.
so you wander into this fur clothing place. Okay, there's this lady behind the counter there. There's a whole bunch of cloth and what have you, as well as furs in this particular warehouse that you've encountered. And she looks up at you as you approach. She's got her arms folded. There's a fellow with an abacus just nearby. How can I help you?
My name, Rokan.
I don't care what your name is. You coming to buy or sell?
I'm coming to buy and sell.
What do you want to buy? What are you looking at?
See how I got fur armor from all animals?
I see that.
I want new fur armor.
What kind?
I don't know what kind of cereal.
So, out of game, are you looking to upgrade your armor? Are you looking to spend money to upgrade your armor from... Let's have a look at your character sheet, Rokan. Your inventory tells me that you are wearing leather armor. You could upgrade that to studded leather armor for a small fee.
It's 45 gold, if I remember.
45 gold, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Otherwise, I have to get out my player's handbook or look it up online. Cool. Okay, so for 45 gold, does Rokan have 45 gold? Now
Yes, he
does. Okay. Well, if you want to do that, I will take your 45 gold and exchange you that.
He does.
My question to you is: you want this set here? I can adjust it for you. It'll be all right. Or I can make your whole set from fresh for another 15 gold on top of that. But it'll take 3 days.
When's this thing happening?
Which thing?
Going to see the royal, what's her name, lady?
Oh,
Out of game? Did we have a time for that?
I
It was
think
tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Right.
Can you have it done by tomorrow?
You could double the price and I could have it done for you by tomorrow. 90 gold.
I sell you these furs.
90 gold.
How much does he have?
Is 56 gold.
56. So 56 plus your furs is what you're suggesting, Barry.
Yes, yes.
56 gold plus your furs. I think that's a fair trade.
Thank you.
Alright, so you hand over all of your furs.
Yeah,
So now you have 0 furs and 0 gold.
Yeah.
And by this time tomorrow, you will have a set of studded leather armor.
yes.
Alright.
Thank you.
Alright then. You have a good night then, sir.
And you.
Alright, so you head out. Sparrow, where are you? What are you doing?
I'm still at the dress place, but I'm thinking, because I want to be more, I want to be like a cleric. I want to devote my life to a higher power, perhaps. She's thinking of like a red gown, a red like coat, with like gold detailing, and then like a white underneath or a cream underneath to
Okay.
go with that cleric / druid, her wildfire druid look. So
I see.
she's going back to red, and she's a little bit sad about it, but there will be another time where she can wear something outrageous.
Outrageous.
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. So what do you end up buying then? You end up with...
What?
What is it that you ultimately are wearing when you walk away from the market?
Okay, so it'll be like a dress with a coat over top,
Right.
and it looks very proper
Right.
and
Gotcha.
nice.
Right.
I probably would have spent like 20
20
gold?
gold? Okay. I'll take your 20 gold.
Okay. And if I could, maybe I'll give like another gold in order to maybe add some like little fire details.
Sure.
Pretty cool.
Do you want
Okay,
those done
so-
immediately as well? Like, rush job for 5?
Ooh. How about 2?
3.
How about 2.5?
3.
Okay, 3. 3 is fine.
Excellent.
That's bartering, baby.
That's bartering. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, Alcas, what are you doing presently? Are you hovering around one of these or the other of these, or by yourself?
I was probably with them, but then also bartering and debating with getting my things made,
Right.
and also making sure that the embroidery of the Elven runes is done correctly,
Right.
and just your awareness out of game as well. Alcas dropped 40 gold on this. He went full out and dropped
that's
a lot of money.
Also to get it within the time scale as well.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, are you okay with it being made by this time tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, very well. So you pretty much have pickups to do on the following day, each of you. All right, Alexander, you have come out of jail, basically, and you're now back in your room, I suppose. That make fair sense?
Yep, that makes fair sense.
By now you've been fed a proper meal.
I've had turtle soup.
Turtle soup, one of your...
There was no turtles. I stole them all.
that does not mean they have not obtained new turtles since then.
It's been like... Didn't we collected the turtles
They're like,
the
look,
same day?
hey,
It was
we've
the
run
same
out
day.
of turtles. What are we going to do? Oh, we shall send someone to the turtle market and buy some more.
It was like an hour or so ago. I think you'd be shit out of luck.
Shit out of luck.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Alexander, why don't you roll me a d20, and anything above a 10 is good turtle pickings.
I got a 16.
Very good turtle pickings. There must be some other supply of turtles coming into this keep, you know. I don't know what it is with these guys. They like turtles, or at least he does. Who do we have here in chat? Prodigy94. It is a random stranger. Welcome, random stranger. Okay, so Alexander, what are you going to do now that you're in your room?
I am going to pull the servant bell.
You're going to wait? We're going to what? What?
I pull the servant bell.
Oh, the servant bell. Okay, yep. Servant apparently is coming, you believe, now that you've pulled the bell. Can you make a perception check, please?
There was an 8.
You're pretty distracted with something. Don't know what that is. Maybe you can tell me. Fill me in.
I think I would just be distracted by the sights again, because I've been in this dark room for so long that the light
Eyes
is
are
kind of
adjusting.
throwing my headset off. Yeah.
Right. Well, right now, Solemn Pingal, the first of the two suns, the bigger, brighter one, is clearly visible out through your window slit, shining bright orange and pink light in against the wall behind you, filling the room with this almost divine aura of sunlight. You know, it's brilliant. It's beautiful. It's warm. It's nice to be out of that dark space.
Absolutely. I think I'd also be
Mighty
a
beards.
bit distracted on about how things may have happened inside the family and with my friends as well. And I'm just remembering my brat friends who I called Rokan, Alcas, and Vespera. They were just nibbling at me because that's all they could do.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. So you're just hanging out there for a while. Cool. Vespera, you finished buying up your clothes. Alcas, you've made your order. Rokan, you've made your order. You've got to be back at the market the following day at about 11 bells. What do you do after...
Alcus,
Yes.
do you and Rokan want to come with me to the to have a look at the Elven Pantheon? And I don't know, is there a temple or something?
Oh, if you are asking me because I'm an elf, I don't know much about the Elven Pantheon, to be honest.
Oh, no, I'm asking because I'm looking for someone to devote my life to.
I'm right here.
Oh, wow.
But yes, I would happily come along. I'm waiting on my order for my new clothes anyway, so I was just going to go back to an inn and drink the afternoon away.
Well, instead you can drink the night away at a temple, maybe. Can you drink at a temple?
We'll find out.
Okay, excellent. Let's go find Rokan. And
Rokan, how
we
far
will look
behind
for
are
him.
you? How far behind are you, Rokan?
I'm thinking about. It's lunchtime, but I have no money. I've got a real problem.
So just quickly, out of game.
Yeah.
I don't think Rokan got the payment from Reagan added.
Oh, okay.
Because we all got paid like 100 and something gold last time, and Rokan was sitting on 56, obviously.
All right. Well,
sorry about that. We all got 150 gold each.
Right. So you would have another 150 gold up your sleeves right now, Rokan. Maybe you just weren't carrying it. Let's say that you left it in the room in a chest, or maybe you left it with Reagan to be paid out later.
Yeah.
Is that all right with you? That works.
All right. I'll go looking for the others.
All right. Very good. You go looking for the others. Well, where are they going exactly? Remind me.
Well, we're looking for
Churches.
Rokan, and then we're going to go to the temple.
Right. Looking for temples.
See if there's anything I like.
Sorry, you said first you're going to go where?
We're going to find Rokan.
Okay. Well, Rokan, where are you? Are you hard to find?
Well, no, I'm probably the biggest thing there at the moment.
All right, so you bump straight into him, I assume. Hang on a second, I'm just going to grab my food.
No, you can't have food. No.
Sorry about that. Please proceed. So you bump into Rokan.
There you are. How are you doing?
Me good. Lunchtime.
Oh, okay.
Trouble is, me got no money.
But you got given money before, remember? Like, we got money. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
He looks at you and goes, I know you're smaller, so little tiny brain, but no.
Are you just trying to get a free feed out of us?
Me? Free food? No, I would not dare.
Excellent. Well, we're going to go to the Elven temples. Just trying to see if there's a god that I could put my faith in.
I'm here. Kage Mingo.
Oh God!
Put faith in Kage Mingo. Kage Mingo.
Who is that? Who is that?
You don't know?
No.
See, you should put faith in Kage Mingo and you get to know.
Okay, right.
No.
I'll just back away.
No,
I'll back away.
No.
Okay. So are you going to literally search out the temple district?
Yes. Okay. Now, how hard could it be? We might have passed it once already.
I think if you were to make a investigation check that might give us the answer as to just how difficult it is to track down the temple district in DAGDAGIEL.
Look at that! 16.
16.
Eh. Good first roll for me.
16, eh?
Yeah.
Look at that. Okay, well, yeah, you find the temple district. You just ask a few people on the way, and they give you instructions. And so you go into about a third of the way through the city to get there, and it's kind of up on a raised platform, surrounded by walls on 3 sides, and a moat that goes around the whole area. Excuse me. And you see parades of soldiers and what have you come through here, and as you walk through the district, you see there's a number of different temples, including ancient human temples, but also the Seldarine are worshipped here, as are the Morden Saman, the dwarven gods in the dwarven district. The overall picture that you have is each of the species, races, whatever you want to call them, has their own district, and in each district there is a temple that represents their deities. So basically the Elven district is where you will find the Seldarine temple. There's also, you discover a Pronaeus of the Daughters of Twilight, which is essentially not quite big enough to be considered a temple, but big enough to be more than a sort of, they don't just sit around and study books, they actually learn rituals, they do classes and workshops and have guards and things, and they have an ongoing location. So they worship the Seldarine. Other deities that you will find in DAGDAGIEL, other
I would like to
temples.
just quickly
Yep.
jump in and say,
Mhm.
if there is a temple or shrine to Tamora, who you've previously mentioned as the goddess of luck, I would like to flick a gold piece into the, well, whatever.
Tamora, yes, Tamora is indeed in. I think there's a place called the Temple of Light, and they worship all of the human deities of light, basically, and they also pay homage to the Seldarine of light as well, which is pretty much most of the Seldarine. And in doing so, they give lesser homage to the Morden Saman, the dwarven gods. And everybody in this world pretty much gives some level of homage to the Ostorian gods, the giants, because they were here for so long and before anybody else. So yeah, okay, so you're going to toss a coin to Tamora, is that right? Alkas?
Yeah,
Yep.
Alkas isn't really spiritual or necessarily have faith in the gods, but if there was one, it would be the one of luck.
Right, well that makes sense, and oddly enough, your gamble pays off because the DM gives you inspiration.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right,
Good
so
job.
out of these various temples and things that I've described so far, which, if any, is Vespera most interested in finding out more about?
Well, I'm thinking probably the human ones, because I look human. So it would make sense to find something close to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for a, well, mechanically one of life. One of life. But I think I would just be looking for one that could, one that is all about health, healing, and living. We are going up against a lot of undead, so it would be wise to revere the one that will protect you from those things.
Right. Well, I mean, my off the cuff feeling is Selune, Helm, possibly Tyr might be the first ones I would look at. I sent you a link earlier to
What?
I sent you a link by email.
Email?
Yeah, I know it's a thing.
Email?
Yeah.
What's this email you speak of?
I know. It's
And by earlier, how long do you mean?
Oh, like an hour ago. So, what it has in it is a list of deities that I have already pre-approved for Sidariel, so to speak.
Okay.
and a
Right.
link to some of the Forgotten Realms deities, which then goes on to link the specific deities that you might find useful or interesting.
Is
Okay, cool.
Grumsh there?
Grumsh, well, yeah, Grumsh is an option, but I'm not suspecting that Grumsh is much of a god of light that is going to qualify for Vespera's needs.
I'm not worried about the spirits. I'm talking about mine.
Well, thank you very much.
That is fair. That is fair.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Sure. Okay, I will look. I will sit with them and until I've found the one that is right with me. Meaning
Okay.
that I'm actually going to do some research right now while everyone does something else. So I'm just going to spend some time with them.
Okay, cool.
Hmm.
All right, so Rokan and Alcas, what do you do while Vespera is spending time learning from the priests and priestesses of the Temple of... Well, Lathander is another good option, actually, Vespera. Lathander is
Okay.
probably a really good option.
Okay.
I just happen to like Helm,
Okay.
because he's cool. And he looks cool. But anyway, enough about that.
This is good. Yeah.
So Jordan, what's Alexander doing now? You
I think
bonus action, yeah.
Yeah. I think what I've done is I've started to go try and find just people. I'm trying to find Vespera or Elkes or Rokan.
Okay.
I've put on quite fancy-ish clothes. I'm feeling refreshed and renewed, so I've
All right.
quite light colours and quite bright colours.
Do you, I think given that you are prone to throw money around, and you come from House Kelrin, and that you have a kind of investigatory sorcery background, I think you could make an investigation check in order to question some people to find their locations. Because you kind of know what they look like, you know where they tend to go, you know what they were doing last time you saw them. You got a few clues you could use and a few people in your network.
Yeah, cool.
So maybe an investigation check.
I'll make my way to one of my known contacts, who does keep an eye out for me as well, and I asked them, "Have you seen the party that I've been with recently?"
Well, did we get an investigation check?
I got a 17.
17. All right, well, they point you in the direction of the markets, and on the way there, you bump into them, at least two of them, on their way out of the Temple District. Back down to the markets, past the taverns, Alcas and Rokan.
We go to inn. People don't
Yes.
like it when I eat food from the church.
I know, their wine, it tastes funny as well.
Oh, I wish not to offend any god, but
You can enter the scene anytime, Alexander.
gods make crap wine.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Mm.
Can I try sneak up behind them? I'm gonna make a stealth check. I got 12.
Perception checks from you guys. Are you guys helping each other? Because you could have advantage if you were.
No, it's okay. They've got a 19 and a 21.
Okay. So you both see Alexander skulking through the street behind you, trying to close the distance, moving from person to person, cart to cart, wagon to wagon.
Elkes,
Yes,
you really
I
got to
s-
teach him to sneak, you know?
I mean, he's an old man, he can't sneak. You'd hear those bones creaking as he tries to.
Look at the way he's doing that.
And I'm on my tippy toes, kind of like sneaking up behind them, thinking that they can't see me. Like in my mind, I think I'm invisible, so I come up behind them and I go, "Boo!"
Ah, you scared us. We totally didn't see you coming from behind that cart.
Or that old lady over there, or that young girl over there, or that cot over there.
Oh, okay.
But hello, friend. It's good to see you out. We heard that you were
Under
kept.
the weather.
Yes, that you weren't allowed out for a while.
I am much better, and with that, I throw 2 pieces of gold at the nearest person I can see.
Ow! Oh, in my eye. What are you doing?
Free
Why are
money.
you throwing money?
Modus
I am in a
operandi.
good mood.
Well, do you want it back or what? Yeah. No. Okay.
I take it back from her.
Oh,
She's
right.
handed
Okay.
it to me, and I throw it at the nearest person that isn't one of the people that are in my party.
So,
Yes.
I think I found the one who I wanted to devote my life to.
Which one?
Wait, who are you devoting your life to? I say an old man.
You say an old man.
Yes.
Grunge?
No, out of game. I actually think Lathander is perfect. So, Lathander.
Cool.
Who him?
So I'm going to spend some time with the clerics, and hopefully they'll teach me everything I need to know.
Okay.
I've been given inspiration by Joe.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
lovely.
She's Adrian. She's Adrian. She's like Alexander. So,
Really
for my next stealth check.
Hmm.
Okay, cool.
I have some pamphlets here. I'm very excited.
How many pamphlets you got?
Just the one.
So Vespera, perhaps whilst you were searching in that moment, because perhaps you've been compelled to spiritually, you've just sort of woken up with this deep need, this compulsion to do this. You've gone into this temple, you've recognized the signs as you've gone in, and they've struck you on a deep, almost existential level, and you've like you've seen this place before, and it speaks to you. And when you go in there, you are struck by a vision of Lathander. Which you cannot even communicate, which makes it easy for me.
Okay.
Why should you make it easy for him?
You don't have to say that
Here.
part in character.
He's absolutely wonderful. Perhaps he was the person I've been looking for my entire life.
That's
Just
always...
didn't know about it.
Okay, we're going to end now.
Oh right, yes, we gotta get you some food.
Yeah, food.
Food.
And
I
some
might need
drink.
to think on this some more.
And some drink.
And
We
some
have
drink.
this magical bag that if we name stuff, it will hold a lot. We may as well stock up on drinks, and then we'll never run out.
That's a good idea. I like that idea. What do you think, Alexander?
I am just happy to be out in the sunshine.
Do you think
Yeah.
there's an alcoholic beverage out there that's really hot and spicy?
Oh yes, I've
Would-
tried it once.
Would I know of?
I just really like hot things.
It's
Spicy,
very
it's
expensive,
delicious.
and it's a foreign drink, very expensive. But if you can find it, it's definitely worth the price. Dragon's Breath.
Right. Okay.
It'll-
Okay.
Definitely set something on fire.
I like that. Okay, let's go. Otherwise, Rokan's gonna wither away.
Rokan's going to
yeah.
wither away. It's
I'm
true.
starving to death.
It's true. So look, just in case there's any combat, I'll get you to roll some initiative. Just sometimes happens.
I'm thinking tavern brawl.
9 for me and 16 for
Rokan, yep. Vespera, 19 as well.
19.
Okay, cool. Eldelmador, why are you still on my initiative order? What the hell? We've got an extra player in the initiative. I'm just going to have to twist that for a second. Manage the characters. Hide his character from the encounter. Watch as the colour goes from green to red on the encounter difficulty scale. Snigger to myself momentarily that all the players are going to die. And then consider...
I doubt it.
all the things.
And real quickly,
Wait.
Joe is now also inspirationing the rest of us.
Now,
Nyla, Edric, and Ren.
and Ren.
Ren's definitely for Barry.
Yep. Okay, that's fair.
Nyla, I think, will be Vespera, yes. And Edric, I think, will definitely be our elven friend.
Holy cow.
That's fair. Okay, so look, I had to reset the encounter, so I'm just going to grab everyone's initiative again. You don't have to roll it. Vespera was a 19. 19. Rokan was a 19 too, yeah?
16.
Oh, 16. Okay, Alexander.
That was a 9 for me.
That was a 9. And Alcas?
15.
15. Thank you very much. Excellent. Thank you. That's all I needed to know. All I needed to know. Okay, so the time at the moment in game is about 5 bells when you all find each other. And you're moving between the various walls, crossing over bridges as you cross the city. You're on your way to a tavern, is that right?
That is correct.
That is correct. Okay, well, there are a number of taverns that you go past. Stop me if I hit one that you like the sound of or that you recognize, starting with the Red Ravens, the Four Shields, the Rumbling Pig, the Giggling Piglet, the Square Blossom Pub, the Courtesan, the Emika's Den, Rift's End, the Wyvern's Rest, the Mask and Bell, the Gallant, and the Gorgon's Head. Those are the ones near you on your route.
Which one would sell Dragon's Breath?
Well, that's a great question. You don't know. You, Alcas, have we ever had a scene where anybody here has had Dragon's Breath in DAGDAGIEL before?
No, I have not in this campaign.
We could try all the ends.
We could try all the ends. That seems pretty time consuming. Although we do have the time. Right, let's do it.
Yeah.
So, where do you start then?
Should we go alphabetical order?
No, don't do that. I don't want to have to think about that in alphabetical order. Don't
I
make
think
me
we'll
think
just
about that.
start at the top of the list and make our way down.
All right. So,
Or Dragon's Breath.
yeah.
I think if we start at the Rumbling Pig, because if they don't have it, I know the some of the people that work there, and they could definitely order us in some.
All right.
Right, really?
Okay, so you head into the Rumbling Pig, and oddly enough, it's like the second or third tavern on the way. And heading on in, the low ceilings as you come in, the deep, wide, broad fireplace that takes up one whole wall next to the kitchen, adjoining the kitchen on the other side. You can see through the fireplace, and you can see the cooks and what have you working in there. So the heat from the fire comes through on both sides into both the kitchen and this tavern room itself. Around the sides there are a bunch of low tables, a lot of people sitting around talking, eating, drinking, playing dice games and such. The window shutters at this point in the afternoon are still open, and so the sunlight comes through into the room, and there are vines that come up tangled around the pillars inside the tavern itself, and you can see a few old replica artifacts hanging on the walls, old swords and things. They don't look like they've ever been used. They're probably more ceremonial than anything. And as you come in, Jasna gets up or stands up from where she's sitting at the tavern bar, turns around, and she sees you entering. Alcas!
Ah, Jasna, just the person I was looking for.
And where have you been, handsome? It's been a long time,
out and about, killing monsters, getting new clothes made, making gold. Which leads me to why we're here.
So you've got a bit of money to spend then, do you, Alcas?
Oh, of course, we've got plenty to spend.
And have you got anything
Now,
to spend it on?
We
You could
are
spend
on a
it
bit
on
of a
me.
quest at the moment that you might be able to help us with.
You're on a quest that I might be able to help you with. Look at that. Right then,
We're in
tell me about it.
search
Yes.
of something quite special.
Well, you found me.
Haha, yes we have. Do you happen to have any dragon's breath?
Dragon's breath. Do we have dragon's breath? She looks at you. How do you know about dragon's breath, Alcas? Not many people
you know
do
me.
know about
I'm
that.
a man of
alcoholic.
the world.
Oh, sorry.
She looks over
Sorry.
Alcas's shoulder at Vespera. And who's your pretty friend then? She says.
She's the one that thinks she's up to the task of trying said dragon's breath.
Oh, I was talking about the orc.
Nice.
Me
I like hit Rokan on the arm.
Me
I think you're in. You're in.
She is apparently on a break, and she's got a plate of food and she's eating it at the bar while she's talking to you, which allows me to play naturally and eat my food at the same time. Clever.
So, fair maiden, you
Fair
got
maiden.
dragon's breath?
I might have a little tiny little drop of it, but it's very, very prohibitively expensive. I had it brought here from Vane Gate. Apparently there's one tavern in Vane Gate that has it, and I had someone go there and collect just a wee dram of it for us. Would you like some?
Yes.
Can you truly afford this? It's
Well,
not.
how much is it?
Well, I'll give you a sip for 5 gold pieces.
Here's
Done.
your 5 and here's another 10 on top of that. We need to be... Oh, we have found this bag that can hold an enormous amount of things, and we need to load it up with drinks so we are ever prepared.
I heard this stuff was made by scaly monsters that lived in the bottom of the rift, but I can't be sure. We got it from Vane Gate. So he goes and pours a couple of glasses of whatever this stuff is, this fiery looking liquid that pours down into each of these
This
small
is going to hurt so much. I'm
thimble-like
so
cups.
excited.
The cups themselves are kind of a grey, green, brown flecked colour made of ceramic. And she fills them up about this much. Hands you each one of these cups, and as you lift it up and stir it, you see it sort of spin on the surface, and you can see a kind of glistening deep red, almost like a glow. It's not quite like magic, but it's close. Who drinks their dragon's breath? And
Here we go. Right.
Constitution saving throws, please.
To the horseshoes of friendship, because we've given them back. All right, Constitution.
And with that,
13.
I slam my jug on the ground, take a sip of the dragon's breath, a shot of dragon's breath, and I'm drunk. I get hit by it straight away. I'm like, hello there. I'm Alexander Lavender.
Alexander who?
Malix Vander Melander.
Alright, well, I hope you might want to sit a little bit more carefully on that chair there, Alexander. I cannot promise you that we'd pay any kind of liability if you were to fall on your face.
Here's 20 gold. And I slam 20 gold on the bench.
She scoops it up into a bag and walks it out the back. You hear her talking to some people out the back in the kitchen, and you hear the sound of a box slam and lock. She comes back a few minutes later with a whole bunch of condiments and foods and things, and lays them out on the tavern table on the bar in front of you all. Would you like any more drinks then?
Yes, I would like if you have it, some wine skins or bottled mead or something to go.
You wish to take away from here?
Yeah,
I
oh
see.
wow.
Well,
As I said before, we have this bag which can fit an enormous amount, and I would like to take some, so I have some drinks on the road if we ever have to travel.
you have a bag that can carry an enormous amount?
That's what I'm told. I'm not sure how it works exactly,
I'd sure like
but...
to see a bag like that, Alcas. You never
Sorry?
shown me this bag. You never told me about it before.
Could
Yeah.
I insight this woman?
You can make an insight check, sure.
Sure.
Can I make an insight check just because someone else is on this? I'm just watching her look at this person. No.
Oh well, it's fine.
It's a 10.
It's fine.
You mean, yeah, Alexander, you can do that. I mean, you notice her looking at her, back and forth. You can make an insight check.
I got a 14 at disadvantage.
With disadvantage, well, what you get from her is... I don't know what you get from her. She seems relatively honest. I think you would say that she has maybe a little slight crush on Alcas, if anything. Either that or she's playing him. Or maybe both.
I think Alexander's just too drunk and he starts laughing and pulls up a chair.
Now, Jesna, we bring a lot of gold into this tavern. For very little work for yourself. You know better than to ask questions like that.
Like what?
Like where we acquire certain things.
Alright. Fair enough. I understand you mercenary types, you gentlemen of fortune, I heard it called. You like to have your privacy. Would you like a room upstairs too?
Is that a room for one?
Well,
Alcas?
you could have a room all together if you like.
How about
And
all
your
three of
privacy.
us have a room, and then Alcas can have a room on his own?
I can arrange
I'm
it if that's...
perfectly happy sleeping at one of the tables down here.
Yes, but we're not happy with you sleeping there, Alcas. You've done it too often. It drives
But
away the
I-
customers when there's somebody sleeping at a table, and besides, you cannot have... That's 5 whole chairs. Nobody wants to sit next to a sleeping elf, or a half-elf, or whatever you are. She clips you around the ear.
Half elf, half alcoholic.
She looks at you and nods.
Yes.
Who wants to drink my dragon's breath?
You
Right.
don't want it?
Oh, you haven't made your saving throw yet, have you?
He hasn't drunk his.
He haven't drunk yours. So are you going to drink it or not?
No.
You're not going to
As
drink
soon
it.
as he says that,
Cause-
as soon as he says,
When I was a young boy, I had dragon's breath. And when I came to, I had many women, and I think I got many children too.
Your father, Rokan?
Maybe. Can't remember much about that night. Never drink dragon's breath after that.
I'd just like to say this is all new information to me.
as he says that, I take the shot glass of Dragon's Breath and scull it down.
You scull it down. All right. So Constitution saving throw for
That's
you,
the
please.
spirit.
Guess we're putting
I got
him
an
up
8,
for the night.
So I actually got better than my first roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
So I'm actually
Disadvantage?
getting better. I'm feeling a wee bit better after the second one.
So what you rolled an 8?
I rolled an 8, yes, and I rolled a 6 for my first one.
I don't think you're feeling better, my friend.
Nah, it's still a fail.
That's
So I failed.
it's not as. I mean, what did you get originally? A 6. Okay. Yeah.
6.
Okay. Well, you are at disadvantage definitely, and you're feeling worse than before. So it's going to basically be 2 hours of disadvantage at this point for you, Jordan. I'm afraid.
It's
Unless
fine.
you choose to get somebody to do a restoration or something like that on you.
I can't do that. I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
I can make all the delicious good berries, so I
Right.
could.
And
Ooh, actually.
and
Remind me to do that before I go to bed, okay? I'll make all the good berries.
All right. When are we meeting the people that I gotta tell that I killed my mother, you know?
I'm sorry. Should you be saying that out loud, Rokan?
I'm not. I'm whispering to you.
But in a public setting.
Well, me no care.
Okay, fair enough.
When?
Okay, well, we probably shouldn't do it tonight.
No.
But maybe tomorrow after we go.
Why
and have a
he
visit
licking
to-
floor? Why Alexander licking floor?
Oh,
Oh, come on, Rokan. Don't pretend like you've never been that drunk before.
I told you, me been that drunk before. Shall I pick him up?
As they're talking, I say, I am not Funk.
You are not Funk.
I'm not Funk. I am very Cobra.
Very Toba.
Cobra. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Okay. Not Funk, very Toba.
Well, here's your problem, Elkis. You know how to handle drunk.
Oh, yes, I know how to handle. I'll look after him.
You're gonna give him more alcohol, aren't you?
No.
I take out 4 gold pieces and say to the barkeep, more alcohol.
That's the spirit.
Rokan
Dear.
takes his 4 gold pieces and says, "Me hold money, you pay for enough drink, me think."
I attempt to slide like 2 gold pieces across the table, the barkeep to go, and I just go, oh, alcohol, a wee bit too loudly.
You're muted.
Spend
one bonus action to unmute yourself, DM.
Yes. We can't hear you.
My apologies. He slides the money back towards you and he says, your money's no good here, sir. You've had too much.
I have not.
He really has.
As I say that, like a big hiccup just comes up.
The bartender looks up at you, Vespera, and Rokan and Alkas, and he says, I'd appreciate it if you'd take your friend out of here now.
Is it too late for us to book that room upstairs?
Nope. You'd like a room? Very well.
Yes, for our friend here.
Just no! She comes out.
It's like the middle of the day, Alexander. You're drunk.
It was 5 bells, wasn't it?
It's 5 bells somewhere.
It's 5 bells.
Yeah, it's early evening.
Yeah.
You know, it's sunset, basically. The second sun is...
I don't use the bells. I use the grumbling of Rokan's stomach to tell the time.
Not very effective. It always goes off.
It's always
It
grumbling.
always goes off.
You make steak here? Again, says to the bartender.
You want meat, do you?
Yep. Steak, egg, mashed potato.
He gets you some sort of stock standard meal like that. And brings it out and, charges you a few silver for that. Alright, so what is everybody doing while that's happening?
I put 2 gold on the table and say, I want some juicy meat.
Alright, 2 gold. Very well then. We'll bring on a feast. So 2 gold later, there's a feast coming out. That's going to take a little while, anywhere up to an hour to prepare a feast, but it comes out in sections, piece at a time, so you have constant kind of flow of food going through and past you. A couple of pheasants, some sparrows' eggs.
Rokan's in his element. He believes he's in the Orkin heaven.
Well, to be fair, Rokan, it is all human food, and it doesn't quite... It's not quite the same as, traditional tribal Orkin pig kill or, other types of pig kill. Long
Or
pig
your enemy's
kill.
left leg. I know.
Yeah.
I am aware. But I'm in this world now.
The hearts of your enemies, their organs, their,
Yes,
so on.
yes. We won't say anything like that to my friends. They'll be very upset.
Elves' ears, crispy and fried
Yes.
with garlic.
Please, don't make me cry.
Don't make you cry. Okay. So it's none of that stuff. So you're kind of missing your food, I suppose, at least a little bit.
Yes.
So you eat and you drink and you make merry for a while. What do you guys do after that?
Vesvera,
Yes.
anybody ever tell you got nice ears?
Oh, no, I have never had anyone tell me that before.
My people would appreciate your ears.
Like, detached from me?
Mostly.
Okay, well, that's not something you should tell someone.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't. But I promise I never eat your ears.
Well, thank you.
That's nice.
Thank you.
It's good to know.
Maybe his ears.
I feel safer now.
Are you looking at Alexander?
No, the man over there in the corner. Look at the man. He's got big. His ears are bigger than yours.
Or are you looking at the bearded man with
Yeah,
the
that
long brown scraggly hair?
Yeah.
One who doesn't look like he's had a wonderful night's sleep
Yeah.
ever in his life?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Who looks stressed to hell.
One day you
Right.
come to my world and I'll show you what ears taste like.
Oh no, I'm okay. I'm fine. Thank you. That sounds horrifying.
Can you make perception checks, please?
Again, yes, we were talking
ears
about
taste
you.
very
Russell.
good.
I hear. I see what you did there. Outcast. Perception checks,
Got a
please.
17 at disadvantage,
17 at disadvantage.
16.
and Rokan got a 6.
Rokan got a 6. Rokan
Outcast
obviously is...
also got a 6.
Alcas and Rokan are busy thinking about ears. Vespera and Alexander, you hear a scream out on the street.
Okay, well, I'm going to run out to see it. Do you guys hear that?
I'm gonna hobble out very drunkenly.
Okay.
I'm going to peer around.
You
the
hobble
door.
down the stairs drunkenly behind Vespera. Rokan and Alcas, what do you do when you hear this? If
As
anything.
Vespera jumps up and runs out and says, "Do you hear that?" I'm gonna get up to follow, but no real haste because I don't know what's going on.
All right.
Rokan, first very important thing he does is he uses his new invention, the sandwich,
I see.
and takes it outside with him.
I see. Okay, so
Yes.
Rokan, you walk outside with your sandwich. Up the street, you can hear someone screaming. And what do you do?
Why do people always get in trouble when I'm eating?
You see now a woman come around the corner, running, holding her dress as she runs in the mud and the rain towards you.
Could I make an insight check on?
She's screaming, "It was a bat! A giant fucking bat came down, it took him!"
I'm gonna pull her in to the tavern.
Oh, you should
in,
have seen
come
it. You should have seen it. It was huge. It was a giant freaking bat with massive teeth and claws. and
Down
wings.
there? Right down there?
Down the street, in the alleyway. In the alleyway, there was
Alright.
something on it. I don't know what it was, but it took him. I don't know even who he was. Some street person taken away into the night. Just like that, he was gone. Just like that. I don't know what happened. I just saw it.
I hear this and I start drunkenly running up the street towards the
Wait, Alexander, you haven't paid for her drink yet.
Rokan, can you make a...
Just seems like something Alexander would do.
Rokan, can you make a history check, please? That would be something that...
You got a natural 20?
He got a natural 20 on your history check. Rokan, this sends a shiver down your spine. Because, you see, well, there is a cult amongst the orcs who call themselves the Cult of the Red Fang. They are basically believers of a god called Shargaas, who's one of the Orcan gods. In short-term form, Shargaas is... One moment, please, and I'll tell you more about Shargaas. Shargaas is the god of darkness, night, stealth, thieves, and the undead to the orcs. And Shargaas's cult, apparently, like assassins, they fly around on giant bats.
Oh, boy. Oh. Now, everybody knows something's wrong when he puts down his sandwich.
You can make insight checks.
Insight. 18.
Okay.
Sound like
20
Shargaas
I said
to
20.
me.
Wow. Alexander gets a 2 with a natural 1 because there's a disadvantage. So, Alexander, you think you know what the problem is, but I'd like you to tell me what you think it is. Because whatever it is the opposite of what actually is his problem. Would you like to take a bonus action?
I do.
Yeah.
I think for me would be, I think that this massive bat has just flown down from like a mountain or something and is like just I think the drunkenness is just, I wouldn't even know what's actually really going on.
Right.
I think everything's just fine now.
He's just very confused and drunk, and Dragon's Breath has fucked you right up. Okay. Fair enough. Yep. Fair enough. Well, you have a +4 to Constitution. Wow. That is
saving throw.
Shocking. Okay,
So,
con save. Yes.
It's
So what's wrong, Rokan?
There's Orcan cult. Call themselves Shargaas. Worship everything dark. Fly on bats. Don't know
They're
what-
out during the day?
Yeah? Well,
That's-
Evening.
it's evening now.
It's twilight now.
Yeah.
But what on earth would someone like that be doing in DAGDAGIEL?
That's my question. We not come here, me only one here today.
Do they have anything to do with the people we met earlier?
Could be. It's a bad cult, even amongst our people.
Should we go and put an end to them? Or what? Like, do you think we could take them?
Well, all of us and not him? Yeah.
Okay, well, I think I might have to prepare some berries for us all. Okay, so I'm going to just create some berries and put them in a little pouch. My berries are insane now, by the way.
Are
They give you they give you four healing per berry.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I can make 30 berries. So yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's a lot of hit points.
30 times. Yes. 30 times good berries.
30 times good berries. All right.
And I'll give about 3 to each of you. Here you go. 3, 3, 3. These are, and like I will show them to each of you. They look different. They used to be quite red. Yeah, they very much look like plums or cherries, or quite a darker red. But this time, they do have a glow about them. And if they have like a little a stem, it'll be a golden stem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here
Cool.
you are.
Golden stemmed good berries.
Yep.
So how many
They're
do you give
glowing.
him? How many do you give him?
I'm giving 3 to each.
3
To each of them.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
If they need any more, I'll give it to them.
Please
But
keep
I'm also
track.
thinking about tomorrow. So.
Please keep track of your good berries for me.
Babies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. So, you're still at the tavern, as far as I'm aware. No, you're not. You're on the street. You're
On the street.
Okay. And this woman runs inside. You've grabbed her. You've spoken to her. She'd said this thing. Barry's character, Rokan, has looked kind of shocked. You've asked him about his shocked expression, and he's responded about the cult of the Red Fang, the cult of Shargaas, the goddess of, nasty shit, basically, in Orkan. And to be fair, Rokan, you grew up terrified of Shargaas.
Oh, yeah. Me not gonna tell them that, though.
Yeah, no, you would never admit that. That's true.
Before we go there, Algis, I want you to have your short bow back.
Oh, if you don't need it, sure.
I don't need it.
I'll take
Out of
the
game,
short bow.
did Rokan end up keeping the gloves, the braces, or did he have to return them?
He has them on now, and they are tuned presently.
Okay.
I decided
So-
to let him have them for now because I enjoyed you giving them to him. So I thought, well, that was nice.
Okay, cool. All right.
And he got
ready my
confused
stick.
anyway. He got
Yeah.
confused anyway. He didn't know whether he was supposed to come back or what.
Okay. So,
Okay.
what are you guys gonna do?
Let's go.
I'm going in the direction of the Shargaas for some reason, asking myself what the hell I'm going to do this.
Okay, so you're moving down the road, staying on the right-hand side. There's an alleyway there where the woman who came running out a few minutes ago was pointing from, saying that whatever happened was in that alley right there. So you're slipping along the wall. Would you like to be stealthing as you
Yes,
approach?
please.
Yeah, okay, so
Yes,
let's
please.
make a stealth check for Rokan, please. Hit me with a stealth
11.
check. 11? 11, you say? Okay.
I'm following up behind him for stealthing because I see that he's trying to stealth.
Okay, you stealthing too then?
I am, yes.
Alright, let's have a stealth check, please.
I'll be with Algis.
I
Alright,
got a
So
13.
whatever you do.
okay, so slightly better than Rokan's stealth. Alright.
At disadvantage, so I'm like,
Yeah, you're wobbling around, like, you're amazed you're standing up. You're leaning against the wall, and that's what's keeping you upright. But, yeah, good. Okay, so Vespera and Alcas, what are you doing, Alcas?
I'm probably following along 10, 15 meters behind Alexander,
Okay,
kind of just laughing at him.
okay.
Alright, well, I'm with Algis. Just be like, why are you laughing?
Oh man, crazy lady screaming of giant bats kidnapping people in the middle of the city? Surely not.
You get-
Okay.
Okay, so you get to the end of the wall where the edge of the alleyway is, Rokan, and you've got your back to the wall. There's still traffic going past on the main street, which you're on. Carriages and wagons and asses and horses and geese and pigs and ducks and so on, sheep, goats, lots of people. But you got your back to this wall, and you turn around and peek down there. Can you make a perception check for Rokan, please?
it is a flat of 10.
A flaccid 10. Okay, Rokan, when you look down the alleyway, you don't see anything immediately. It is dim light, but with your 60-foot dark vision, you still don't see anything. No beings, at least. Not within a quick glance. Bonus action?
On.
Huh?
I continue to go.
Okay, so you pop round the corner and you start moving down the alleyway. You're still stealthing
Yes.
though, right? You'll sort of
Yep,
low...
stealth.
Your
Yeah.
bow out or your swords out or anything like
My
that?
bow,
Your axes?
my bow,
Okay,
because
so-
it might come from the air.
Okay, so you got your longbow out, you're looking up, you're looking
Yeah.
down, you got an arrow
Yeah.
knocked. Is
Yeah,
it drawn and knocked or is it just knocked?
knocked. It's knocked,
Okay.
not drawn.
Okay, 'cause
It's
you
a
don't wanna-
prepared action.
Right, you don't want to. Okay, so you're preparing an action, you're holding. If somebody pops out, you're going to shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
holding an action.
If they look like they're meaning dangerous things, yeah.
Now, I appreciate that. Okay, so you're looking around. What you see suddenly is a lump of red goo in the middle of the alleyway, and you glance down and see a splatter of what must look. It looks like blood, all over the floor, all over the wall, and then you see it seems to be sprayed all over the wall in one particular place, in the shape of a large red fang drawn on the wall, literally squirted onto the wall. And then looking down, you see that the thing at your feet is a lump of flesh. It's a human heart at your feet, and somebody has taken it out of somebody and squeezed the blood out on the wall to the shape of the red fang symbol of Shargaas. You see a couple of footprints in the blood on the floor, moving around just here, 2 sets of footprints. And then you see the footprints disappear, and you see a few drips go off up the wall and then disappear.
Yep. Yep. It is what I thought it was. That is not good. Not at all.
I make my way down the alleyway as well now.
Okay, yes, Alexander.
And I'm going to inspect this heart. I know that I don't need to, but I'm drunk. I'm pulling out my scrying crystal and I'm looking at it in fine detail.
All right. Well, it's a human heart. It looks like a healthy human heart was, until it got dislocated from the human body that it was previously inhabiting recently.
I'm going to attempt to cast a medicine check on it.
It's still warm.
It's warm. It's fresh.
It's warm and fresh, and it's still bleeding. In fact, it's almost still pulsing, spasming.
Can I see if there's any other body parts anywhere?
You can make an investigation check.
This is just going to be a normal one because I got a 17.
17.
Because even with my scrying crystal, it wouldn't help. It would be a bit out of focus.
The only thing that you notice that is the least bit weird that nobody's picked up at this point is a strange smudge along the wall and a strange set of footprints that you don't recognize that look like oversized animal prints or claws.
Rokan, does that look familiar to you? And I point towards the footprints.
Oops, sorry about the keyboard.
I have a look.
You have a look, Rokan. You have a look.
Yeah.
So you're looking down, examining this. You can make a nature check for Rokan, please.
Certain. It is a natural 15.
A natural what? 15.
15.
15. Okay. Well, Rokan, you would say they look like bat prints, bat claws. Could be. That's what you expect. It fits your profile of what you would expect them to be.
Yep.
This Rokan looks like a classic kind of sign that says you've been marked.
This says that the person they took has been marked.
Oh, the person they took is the paint. You're the mark.
Me?
Maybe.
Oh. Apparently.
Like if you find this mark, it's meant for you.
They have marked me.
It's like a hunter's mark.
Just like a hunter's mark. It seems
D&D
I have
player.
many friends.
We got D&D player 1131 in chat. Hello. Torque is back again. Welcome back, Torque. Yay. Some jerk called Jojo keeps hanging out with us. Oh, I don't know why he doesn't just go away. Fuck, he's annoying.
Aw.
Not to mention, Who's that Madame Lazuli? I don't know those people. And Mad Girl Charlie, who the fuck is that? No, I'm kidding. We love all of you.
No
Of
idea.
course we do. I'm being silly.
So we'll come around the corner as well.
Yeah, as soon as
Oh.
Elkas comes up and sees that, oh shit, something's actually happened.
All right.
He's got his longsword and his shield out and is taking a defensive position.
Longsword, shield out, defensive position at the corner, taking the dodge action as a held action, perhaps?
Defensive position in around Alexander,
Okay.
holding an attack if anything comes in at him.
Holding an attack, okay. Are you in any sort of cover?
No, I'm
cover? No.
standing out trying to be
Right.
the target.
You're the target.
And
You're the tank.
Yeah, get in things' way.
All right, that sounds fair. And Vespera, what are you doing?
I'll be looking around and up and around.
Right.
If everyone's looking at the floor or whatever, someone's gonna be checking the sky. I'll do that.
I'll get a perception check from everybody, please.
Nice.
Perception,
23.
23.
What were we doing? Perception?
Perception, yeah.
Certainly we can do that. A 16 for Rokan and
7 for Alcas. Shocking.
a 11 for me.
11 for Alexander. Okay, so Alcas and Alexander, why are you both so distracted? I mean, I know why Alexander is distracted. He's drunk as a skunk on dragon's breath. Okay, but what about Alcas?
I think while he's trying to defend him because he's so drunk, Elkas is like trying to get his attention to get him to get up to move out of this place. Like,
Okay.
Alexander, quickly, we need to leave. This is not a very good place for a fight. In fact, it's perfect for an ambush. And we're not on the good side of that.
I pull out my short sword and go, "Come fight me, you fishes!"
All right.
No, we need to leave.
All right, Vespera and Rokan, what you hear is more screaming coming from about a couple of streets away.
Vespera, you can bonus action to unmute yourself.
Sorry, the keyboard is really loud. I don't want to deal with that. You know what? Not muting ever again. You guys are going to have to deal with it.
Just never going to mute ever again.
I'm going to run the direction.
Of the screaming?
Yep.
Okay.
And I hope that the others are going to follow me as well.
All right.
I'm already following, like running with my short sword, going, "Huzzah!"
Okay, so you're running. Vespera's at the front. Alexander, you're trying to go behind her. Is that right?
But yes.
Alcas and Rokan.
I'm trying to keep pace with Alexander.
You're doing quite well because I'm drunk, so I'm like stumbling.
Alexander, why don't you make an acrobatics check at disadvantage just to fucking walk right now?
I got a 12.
Okay, you're managing. You're actually remarkably stable. Okay, cool.
Well, it's been an hour, so I'm on the.
Yeah, you're on the downslope now. It should be a downhill walk from here. Okay, so Rokan, you're moving with them or what? Yep.
Yep.
All right, so everybody moving towards the sound. Okay, and
Yes.
you come around the corner and you go up the street and you see a group of people hanging around where there are some vendors with carts and wagons on the corner. There's like a whole bunch of pumpkins that have rolled out onto the floor, basically in the middle of the road, and wagons have slammed into them and smashed them across the road. And further to that, there is a corpse laying in the midst of these pumpkins, broken and twisted with its limbs in very unnatural forms. You can make perception checks if you like.
As I look at it,
Yes.
would it look like they've dropped the body?
Rokan,
19.
it would look exactly like that with your 19 perception check. It would look exactly like that. Somebody picked up this body, tore out their heart, drew on the wall, flew off, and then dropped the body a block away. That would be exactly what this looks like to you.
I look in the sky straight away to see if I can see any remnant of the
Okay, so you can make a perception check, please.
Okay.
Got a flaccid 21.
Okay, flaccid 21. Rokan, you hear something. You hear a flap.
Yeah. Look in the direction of the sound.
Right, now you're looking up between two buildings and you can see there are awnings hanging between the buildings, many layers of awnings and scaffolding around the outside, a couple of ropes that go across, there's somebody's laundry hanging out there. And for a moment you thought you saw or heard a wing kind of arc around the back of this block of buildings, this high, 3-story high tenement building.
Okay.
Beyond that, you can see the great third wall of DAGDAGIEL, beyond which there is the moat. But somewhere within about 250 feet, you would say, would be this. You're assuming it's a giant bat, but you haven't seen it yet, not really properly.
Okay.
So you are holding an action still?
Yep.
Okay. Very good. Well, let me see. Suddenly, this giant bat with a rider comes flying over the roof, diving towards you, Rokan. Can you make his held action attack, please, Jordan, for him?
Got a 24.
24 to hit. That is very nice indeed. 24 hits. Let's have some damage, please.
That is 13 points of damage.
Blooming heck. 13 points of damage. Okay, cool. Now, Vespera, you're behind all of this goings on, but it's not actually your turn yet. The giant bat comes swooping down and attempts to bite you, Rokan. Instead, it actually fucks itself up and bashes into the wall with a natural 1, spinning itself in a flat circle, causing its rider to come rolling off the back of it and skating across the inner side of the alleyway and bashing up against the wall. I'm going to make a dexterity saving throw for the rider to see whether or not they accidentally break their neck or take any damage, falling damage, etc. Yeah, they saved. Okay, so the rider, in fact, acrobatically lands on their feet, turning to you. Vespera, you come around the corner and see these things occur.
Okay, cool. How far are they?
At the corner, you're looking at 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, well, I think it's time to try out my new Produce Flame.
All right.
So I'm going
flame.
to say, what am I going to say? Oh, that's right. I'm going to say Ignis, and I'm going to create this fireball. Well, not fireball. Well, it is kind of, it's producing flame.
All right.
And then
so
I
produce
can
flame, and then you can throw it.
I can throw it, yeah.
All right. So let's do it. What do they get? A dex save or what?
Let me just see if I can.
Or is it a
if
roll
I'm in
to
the right
hit?
range first. Make sure I've got this right. Okay. Okay.
You're almost definitely in range.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, it is 30 feet. Range spell attack.
All right. Roll to hit. Are you going for the bat or the rider?
Bat.
The bat. Okay, you
Yep.
hit the bat.
So 22,
Yep, hits the bat.
and it's going to take 1d8. It is something, right? Something. Oh,
All right.
nice. 7.
7 points of damage to the bat. Okay,
Yep,
cool.
no extra.
All right, the bat immediately disengages and flies off, or it will do on its turn. Rokan, Vespera, that's your turn. Have you had any other bonus actions?
Yeah,
movements?
actually, I'm going to bonus action bring out. Oh no, it's an action to bring her out. It's fine.
That's it.
I will do that. I will
On your next turn.
hide. I suppose I won't hide. I'm just gonna run around the corner
So
or
you
something.
use your movement to take cover.
Okay, right.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So you're taking cover around the corner. You're taking full cover. I will allow that. Rokan, you are the center of this whole little epidemic. So what do? You've got a bat flying off, and you've got a rider who's going to attack you momentarily. Would you like to spend a bonus action to unmute
I'm
yourself?
going for the rider.
Going for the rider, Rokan for the rider with what?
With my bow and arrow.
Bow and arrow, can we make an attack roll, please?
That's a 23 to hit.
23, wow, that is a hit. Very nice. That's about the point you notice that this orc Redfang of Shargaas is incidentally wearing studded leather armor, which is what you've just ordered and will be getting tomorrow.
Okay.
Points of damage.
13, was it?
Yeah, 1-3.
1-3, excellent, recorded. You definitely hurt him, Rokan. He looks injured. That was a really good shot with the arrow in his chest. It goes through his armor.
Okay.
Rokan, you got any other actions, bonus actions, movement, flavor, dialogue?
I can't hunters mark him, can I?
You can, actually, if you want to.
I'll hunters mark him so I can keep track of him.
All right, so you put a hunter's mark on him. Alcas, and before that, Jordan, can you just note his hunter's mark, spend the spell slot, etc.? Thank you, done that. Alcas, your turn.
I'm going to run at him and go to try tackle him.
All right.
So grapple check.
All right, so it's a grapple check. So this is a strength check, basically. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You grapple him. He gets a 5. What do you get? Unless you roll less than that. Have you rolled?
I rolled a 6 plus 2.
Okay, well, you're both a pair of weaklings, apparently. Wow. So, you know, you're... No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You're grappling.
Fumbling around a bit. But...
You seem to be... You're able to restrain him on this round. Okay, cool. That's your turn, I guess.
Why did you do this?
He doesn't say anything. No speech emits. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Yep. Alexander.
I'm going to cast Magic Missile at the 2nd level at the bat.
All right. Casting Magic Missile at 2nd level at the bat. All right. Roll your damage against the bat.
That is 2 plus 5. So 12 points of damage at the bat.
12 points of damage at the bat. You really fuck that bat up. You tear its wings through with the magic missile. 3 missiles just rip open big tears in the wings membranes. And the bat's sort of now at half speed as it tries to flutter off to get away. Is that the end of your turn, Alexander?
That is the end of my turn.
Can I ask something first? What does your magic missile look like, seeing as you don't remember what the staff was like?
So, as they've now become back to normal, they're just multicolored balls of just like not fire, but like firework.
Oh yeah.
Okay, streaks
Nice.
of light. Streaks
of like sparkly light that come
scintillating blasts of light.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so at this point, the 3 of you, how many of you are there? 4 of you are standing how close together? You're at the end of the alleyway, basically. I know that 2 of you are using ranged attacks, 3 of you are using ranged attacks. Alcas, what did you do?
I'm basically grappling the guy.
You're grappling the guy, and he's about 30 feet from them at the corner. Okay, let me think about this for one moment.
I have full cover as well. So if you just, for your information.
Sorry, you have what?
Full cover.
Full cover, right. Yes,
Yep.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. The creature, the orc, the Redfang casts darkness in the alleyway, filling up the space. And then it goes... You can sort of get the sense that he's moving through the darkness. Doesn't seem to be impeded by it.
He's grappled.
He's grappled, that's true. Yeah, okay. Good point, grappled. So he needs to break the grapple. Let's make a strength check. Is he allowed to do that on this round? I think so. 11 versus Alcas. 5. I think he breaks the grapple. Was that a natural one?
No, never mind. I used my inspiration and got a 7.
Oh, almost as bad. All right, so he breaks out of your thingamajig, and then that's his action. And as a bonus action, he hides in the darkness, or something to that effect. You hear a whistle, and you hear the flapping sound of the bat in the darkness. For Sparrow, what would you like to do?
Well, I can't see anything going around the corner.
No. So in the corner, basically, when you look around the corner, you see this big ball of fuzzy black darkness.
Well, I can't see anything, so I'm going to ready a produce flame.
Ready a produce flame. Very well.
Yeah, I'll ready a produce flame.
Hey, Vancouver by Night's back again. Welcome back, Vancouver by Night. Yes, indeed. So you're producing darkness. Sorry, you're producing flame, and you're holding it as an action until trigger what?
Until I see either bat or rider.
Fair call. Okay, till you see bat or rider. Rokan, you're up next. You're in the darkness.
How does Hunter's Mark deal with darkness?
Great question. You get advantage on a survival check to gather where the individual might be. So let's make a survival check.
Okay.
What a great plan, you casting Hunter's Mark there, eh? You clever bastard.
Got a 3, net 1.
That was with advantage?
Oh, that was not with advantage. Hold on. Got an 11.
11, okay. Well, Hunter's Mark tells you that the individual presently is right here, a few feet away. You can attack them with disadvantage if you wish.
I will.
All right, so let's have are you going to go with your bow? Now that you're at closer range.
No, I'll go with my axes.
Okay, so you switch to axes.
Sling the bow back and...
Sling the bow back.
Yeah.
Draw your axes, and you go in for an action and a bonus action.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
That's the 13 to hit.
13 to hit. Sadly, does not hit.
And the next one is a natural 1 to hit.
Okay, and you smash your axe into the side of the wall, and it gets stuck in the wood there. Or in the grout, rather. It's not wood, it's grout. Okay, Alcas, you're up.
So to start with, I'm assuming a survival check because I'm in the middle of this darkness.
Yep.
That is a 19.
Okay, well, you seem to know which way you're facing. You figured that out from the wall. Disadvantage attack if you want to make one.
I'm gonna pull out a dagger and just go for a stab at something where
you think Rokan is?
Where I think this orc slipped out of my grasp.
Okay, all right. Make a disadvantage attack roll. If you get a 1, you will hit Rokan.
That's why we're using a dagger, not the longsword. Uh, 16?
16 actually is a hit. And that was with disadvantage. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Very good. That's a hit.
For 5 points of damage.
5 points of slashing damage, or is it stab? Pointy damage. I don't really care, to be honest. Okay,
yeah, stabbing.
Cool. Very good. Is that the end of your turn? Do you have any other actions, bonus actions, movement, flavor, or dialogue?
No.
All right, Alexander Cordana.
As this darkness surrounds us, I use my devil's sight to see through the darkness for 120 feet.
You naughty little sorcerer.
Yeah.
Naughty
and
little
I
sorcerer.
cast magic missile at the bat again.
At the bat?
At the second level.
Okay.
Honestly, not bad. Very good.
All right, go on.
That is
So proud.
4 plus 2. So 10 points of damage, please, to the bat.
So you tear the bat to pieces and it dies. The sad thing is you don't get to see that in colour, but you do get to see it in true sight, spirit vision.
That's fine with me.
So that's cool. And at that point, the orc Redfang of Shargaas turns and looks at you directly through the darkness, and you realise that both of you can see through this magical darkness, and you're staring at each other for just a moment.
That's fine with me.
And this individual is terrifying. Just a moment.
So cool. Well done.
Thank you very much for reminding me about that, Charlie, because I completely
okay.
forgot.
Right. Okay, is that the end of your turn, Alexander? Do you have anything else?
That is the end of my turn.
That is the end of your turn. Okay. The Red Fang steps towards you, Alexander, races up to you, still in the darkness, but you two alone can see each other, and he attacks you with a scimitar. His first attack misses you, but he has 2 attacks. Second attack, you glance off with your, I don't know, what are you carrying? A dagger, a sword?
I'm carrying my short sword.
Short sword, okay. So you parry with your short sword the second one of his attacks. The giant bat is dead, splattered against the wall. It's drowning in its own blood presently. Vespera, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I still can't see.
Can't see? No, the darkness remains.
Excellent.
Looks to be about 10, 20 feet tall worth of darkness. You're not sure whether it's like a hemisphere that's like a sphere that's buried into the ground and it's only a hemisphere above, or is it an entire ball? You don't know. You can't tell.
All right. I think I'm going to produce flame again.
Produce flame again. Go
and
on, then.
And just ready to fling it.
Roll to hit.
No, I'm readying.
Oh, you're holding it?
I can't see him yet.
You still can't see anything, so you're not going to throw it into the darkness with a disadvantage.
I might hit someone, and that would be counterproductive.
Would be counterproductive. Good point.
I hit one of my team members.
Okay,
that's a bad time.
So Vespera's holding her action. Rokan, you're in the darkness. You've got your hunter's mark. You've got a kind of a gist on where they are. You can make a disadvantaged attack in the darkness if you wish.
Okay, I'll do it again.
All right, one disadvantaged long scimitar. What is it, a long sword or a scimitar or a short sword?
Axes. 2 axes.
Axes. Rokan's got axes. Go on then, hand axes. Disadvantage, hand axe.
10 to hit.
Does not hit.
And he goes for the second attack. Disadvantage. That is a 21 to hit.
21 hits. Let's have some hand axe damage. That, however, does not have the additional damage because it is his offhand attack. So 3 points of damage, and that is recorded. Thank you, Rokan. You give him a bit of a tickle on the elbow. You hit him in the funny bone. Alcas, it's your turn.
I'm just going to go for another stab with the dagger.
Stab with the dagger, disadvantage, roll a hit. Oh, wait, Rokan, you've still got Hunter's Mark, don't you?
Yeah.
You can make a Hunter's Mark damage roll, please, for...
That's additional 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage, okay, recorded. Sorry, Alcas, back to you.
Nope. He's an empty chair.
He is an empty chair. So...
I think he...
Oh, there he is.
Don't come back to me.
It's your turn, Alcas.
I attacked with a dagger with disadvantage.
And did you miss?
I may have got a nat 1.
Oh.
I see.
No.
So you threw your dagger into the darkness instead, and it is gone.
Well, I was in the darkness, so
Yeah.
I was just like...
Well, you lost the dagger.
Okay,
Apparently, it's out of your hand. It hit something. Somebody grabbed it, or it got knocked out of your hand. You're a little bit confused about what happened, but it's gone. Alexander, it's your turn. You're still holding that action. Were you holding an action?
No, I wasn't holding an action.
Okay, very good. What are you doing now?
I think now, since he's like right in my face, I'm going to cast Magic Missile at the first level.
Magic Missile at the orc. Very good. Roll.
At the orc, at the first level, yes.
Roll your damage, please. Magic Missile.
That is 2 plus 3 plus another 2. So, nice amount of points damage.
How many all up?
Maths.
2, 3, 2, 4,
2,
5,
3,
6,
2.
7. 7? 7.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
And since he's concentrating on darkness, does he
Yeah.
have to make a Constitution saving throw?
Actually, that is a great question.
It is a concentration.
Well, typically, but this is a special spell.
Oh, right. Is it a
But
ratio?
as it
thing?
does happen that he does have to make a Constitution check. And
Damn, you're on fire today, Jordan.
check something there.
Let's just hope my damage confused him enough to drop his darkness.
I think the darkness fails about that point, Alexander.
Oh, I can see him now.
Yeah.
As
Should
you
I?
know,
Is that the end of your turn, Alexander?
as the darkness starts fading, I just say, "You're done," and I end my turn there.
Okay. So you say you're done. He moves at you with his scimitar and attacks you straight up.
Yep.
His first attack misses you. Second attack, however, is a 24.
Russell,
Yeah.
as he is in my sight now, and I
Yep.
did really produce flame.
That is true. You can roll to hit.
Okay, thank you.
I'll let you roll that before I roll my damage on
16.
16. That hits.
Okay, cool. Well, you could have 6 points of fire damage.
6 points of fire damage. He shouts out from the fire damage as he connects with Jordan's character Alexander, doing a total of 14 points of damage.
Holy crap! That is a lot of damage. That is a lot of make-believe damage.
A lot of
You're
make-believe
okay.
damage, indeed.
It's okay.
He did 2 attacks, didn't he? Yeah, okay. Giant bat rather is dead. Vespera, it's your actual turn.
Right. Well, I can see you now, so let's see.
The orc is
What should I
really
do?
messed up, by the way, at this point. Very messed up.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try something I haven't tried before. I'm going to try Guiding Bolt.
Guiding bolt. All right.
Yeah. I mean, might as well. I haven't
Guiding
tried
bolt.
it.
Yeah, it's a great
I'm
spell.
going to
So roll to hit with guiding
fling
bolt.
it at him. Nope, not today.
Okay, so
I got
was
a
it
natural 1.
a natural 1. Okay, so you've never really cast the spell very much. So there's some energy balls up in your hands, and then it crackles up and arcs off in completely the wrong direction, striking somebody's clothes that are hanging across above, setting them on fire. And you've just burnt somebody's nice sundress. It's gone. Sadly.
Lathander would look after your sundress.
Rokan, it's your turn. Bonus action to talk.
I'm in there now. I can see him. I got Hunter's mark on him, and he's gonna get it.
Hunter's mark, he's going to get it. All right, roll a hit, please, for Rokan.
That's a 6 to hit.
That is not a hit. Next
And the
attack.
next one is a 12 to hit.
12 also does not hit. End of your turn, Rokan. I guess so. Alcas, you're up next.
Alcas is a bit angry because of all its darkness and everything.
Yeah.
And so he is going to go into a rage,
Ooh.
and then he is going to go for another tackle or grapple check.
All right. So you're going to take a disadvantage. Oh, no, you're not disadvantaged. You can make a grapple check. Yep. Okay.
Advantaged because it's a strength check with raging.
Right. Nice. Okay. So here we go. Go on. What'd you roll?
10.
I rolled a 19 without advantage. So you go to grapple him, and he just sort of steps through your grapple. Clearly is quite used to this kind of hand-to-hand combat business. Bit of a ninja, this one. And slips your grasp. Is that the end of your turn? You got any other bonus actions, movement, flavor, dialogue? Nothing for now. Alexander, you're up next.
I think
You see
from what
Alcas in close range to the enemy.
I see this, and I obviously I can't rage, but I'm so angry at him doing this massive amount of damage, and I'm like hobbling up towards him, and I short sword him.
Short sword him? Okay, roll to hit with your short sword, please.
I missed. That was 7.
Okay, any other bonus actions, movement, flavor, dialogue?
I just go, ah, and I think I vomit a wee bit because I'm still drunk. I just remembered.
Fair enough, because you're rolling at disadvantage for all of your attacks, right? You know that.
He was doing magic missile anyway.
That's true, you were using magic missile. That's true. Okay, at that
You're
point, the orc disengages from you all, and that is their cunning action. That is a bonus action for them, and then they use their action to dash out of the alley, the far end, away from you. Heading for the corner, they get to the corner. Vespera, you're next.
Right. Okay. I will run after them. Well, I will use as much as my movement as I can.
Okay. Do you want to? Are you dashing then?
No, I'm just going to use as
just
much
movement.
of my movement.
Okay, so 30
And
feet.
I'm going to do a spell.
Gonna
Another
do a
spell again. I'm going to try
spell.
guiding bolt again.
Guiding bolt. Okay.
Yes. Do better. 19.
You almost get him as he goes around the corner and gets +5 to his armor class, because that was the end of his movement, was to take cover. And so his armor class was 20. Just as you... Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, you could have hit him, but not quite. So that's your guiding bolt. It scatters off the end of the alleyway, leaving a scar down the wall. A kind of electrical scar.
Okay.
Like a blackened snake on the edge of the wall. Is that the end of your turn, Vespera? Got nothing else? What else is
I
up
am
your
going
sleeve?
to use a cantrip to guide. Do I have to touch someone? I have to touch someone. If I'm within touching range of anyone, of Alcus potentially.
Now, you've just cast a leveled spell. Can you cast a cantrip?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Is it a bonus action
hold
or
on.
an action?
No, it's an action. It's an action. Okay, I won't do that because it's an action.
Right. Okay.
Yes, but yeah, that's my turn.
That's your turn, Rokan. This guy
Zephyr Strike.
Zephyr Strike. Okay, that'll do it. All right, so you cast Zephyr Strike on yourself. You've got your axes in hand. You go zooming down the corridor.
Yeah.
You can take your attacks. You are getting an advantaged attack because of Zephyr Strike, so let's have an attack with advantage with his hand axe, please. 16 to hit. That does hit. Given that it's Zephyr Strike, given that you get extra damage, and given that you already have a Hunter's Mark on him, you don't need to roll to kill him.
Okay.
You
I don't want to kill him, though.
You want to knock him out, or what?
I want to knock him out. I want to find out what the hell's going on.
Alright, so you get round the corner and you clock him, and you knock him out against the wall.
Okay.
Bonk, and he collapses to the ground.
And look for some rope and tie him up.
Okay, we'll make a sleight of hand check for that. Now, there are people coming down the alleyway, there are people coming around the other streets, because this alley enters at two ends, from two different streets at each end. And you can see a bunch of people. Guards are being called, and they seem to be on their way in your direction presently.
It was a 6 for his sleight of hand check.
Oh dear. Okay, good to know. Thank you. What's going on over here? What's all this then? What are you orcs fighting about now? I told you we shouldn't have let them in here.
Well,
Bastard
apparently
orcs.
you can't do your job.
Uncivilized, I say. He looks over at you, Alcos. What are you talking about?
Well, your job is to guard and protect the city, is it not?
Are you telling me what my job is now? He shoves you, Alcas, in the chest.
Oh.
Do you like to go to jail? Do you like it in jail?
I see this happening and I step in between them, and I think just with the adrenaline of what's happened, I vomit all over the guard.
I was about to say, would you like to make a Constitution saving throw?
Oh, I will do that. Actually, no, I choose to fail.
You choose to fail. Okay, so you just.
I don't think you can choose to fail a con check. It is your body. You have no say.
That's true. It is harder to stuff.
Although it is vomiting, so yeah.
You're expelling nasty shit. Yeah, no, I think you can. I think you can have it. You vomit. At that point, the guard punches you in the face for an unarmed strike, rolling a 16 to hit.
Oh my god, are you gonna die?
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow! I am now on 1 hit point.
You're on 1 hit point. You may also be prone, I suspect.
As I'm going down, I'm like, my lord will hear about this, and my ring just flashes in his face.
Blood squirts out of your nose. Your lord, where's your lord now? One of them.
Who is your captain?
The other one starts taking manacles off his belt. None of your concern.
Oh, it is of my concern.
None of your concern, half-breed. He slaps a cuff on Alexander's wrist.
You obviously have not done your job in protecting the city.
Why don't you scram out of here? It's none of your business. You're not even from the city.
Around the corner.
Go and check it out, Mulfrad.
He was attacked by this orc, and then we were attacked afterwards.
He looks
clearly
around the
are not
corner.
protecting the city. Now tell me, who is your captain?
It's none of your concern.
It is, because I need to raise this with him that you guys are slacking on the job and not protecting citizens.
Good luck. Go on then. Off you go. Good luck.
Tell me his name, and I will bring it up with him.
Yeah. Do you think anybody's going to tell you his name? Do you think we're that stupid? Piss off, half-elf. Go back home.
I'm going to use my last rage and go for an intimidation check.
All right. Does that give you advantage, does it, rage?
Nope, but it...
Makes him strong, though, doesn't it?
Definitely, yeah, it's... well, I'm going to go for not a physical shove, but I'm going to get right in his face and just say, tell me the name.
I think if you rage, maybe you can, you get all swollen, your blood vessels start pumping on the sides of your face. I'll give you advantage for this intimidation check. I like the idea of that.
That is a 17.
17. Okay. All right. Calm down. Darian will have you. Right, Captain Darian, you'll be fine. You'll find him up at the guard post at the next street corner and past the second gate.
Yes. Now, what are you going to do to secure the area?
Well, what is there to do?
There are people running wild. There are dead bodies in the streets, and you're standing here trying to arrest
Where are
a
the
drunk
dead
man?
bodies? Show
Around
them
the
to
corner.
me. Take us to them then, you fucking idiot.
Do you need someone to escort you around the
You
corner?
saw it. You're a witness. You might also be the culprit. How do we know that you didn't do this?
There's a giant bat in the alleyway.
Well, I got there somehow, didn't it?
Well, it wasn't me.
How do we know that?
I think I'll just walk up to Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to Alexander and just
All right.
kneel. Are you all right there?
You just see like blood and vomit.
Okay,
blood.
no more dragon's breath for you. Could you take this handcuff off him?
He does not. Rokan, what are you doing?
Rude.
And first unmuting, and then I'm considering whether I should break this guy's legs and arms or not.
All right. And what have you decided?
I think I'll break his legs and arms.
This is the guard?
No,
No? The orc.
the hawks.
Okay. So
He attacked me, he didn't succeed.
right.
That's his punishment.
So you're going to break his legs and his arms.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what do you do this with?
My physical body.
Well, obviously, but what do you do this with?
I grab his arm and twist it in the opposite direction
All right.
at the joint.
All right. So he's unconscious, so that's not very hard. He momentarily wakes up. Ah! He screams.
What do you want with Rokan?
Shargaas says your time has come.
Break the next one.
Ah!
What do you want with Rokan?
Shargaas wants Rokan's blood.
Why?
Not for me to question why.
Break his leg.
Ah!
Start questioning why now.
Do not know why. To do with your mother. Kagi, Mingal. The rebel. They want her dead. They want you to do it for them. They sent me to kill you or turn you. I thought better to kill you. Turning you seemed too hard.
Now it's hard. I don't like my mother. Break the other leg.
Ah!
Next time, ask before you do.
At this point, the guards are watching this conversation. I'm imagining it's all occurring in Orcan at the moment.
Yeah.
Who speaks Orcan? Okay, so you can hear what's going on. Ah! Stop! What will you do with me, Orc? Rokan? Taka?
I will give you the greatest insult.
No! No! No, you must kill me now!
I will hand you over to the elves.
No! Kill me, Rick! Kill me, Rokan! Not the elves. Please, I beg of you. He gets down on his hands and knees, what's left of his broken body, and he bows before you and puts his head at your boots. No, not the elves. Crush me. Crush me. I am defeated. In the name of Gromsh and Shargaas, kill me.
He turns away for a split second, then spins around, but before he breaks his neck, he says, I will have mercy.
And then,
Yep.
okay. At that point, the guards all kind of stop what they're doing and what they're saying, and everybody just sort of looks at the crushed skull of the Redfang of Shargaas beneath Rokan's booted foot.
Mr. God want to make Rokan unhappy?
All right. Look, looks like the problem here has solved itself. How about that? You seem to have solved the problem. How about we just vacate now, eh? We'll get someone to clean all of this up.
Guards, if you truly wish to confirm that it was not us that did this murder of the man around the corner, you can go to the Rumbling Pig Tavern, and they will happily vouch that we have been there drinking and eating all night.
What man around the corner?
Sorry?
What man around the corner?
This is the one I've been telling you to go look at.
Why don't you take us to see it? You know where it is. You're going to have to fill in a report, you realise.
Oh,
Even in my
yes, paperwork, my favourite.
Even in my drunken stupor, I go, he said around the bloody corner, that one, with my one arm in the cuff, in a manacle, and the other one around, pointing.
Right.
If there is truly no issue, unlock the manacle and I will take you to the body.
I'm sick of you. He pushes past you, Alf, and he grabs Alexander's shoulder and shoves him towards the alleyway, still manacled. Take me to him.
Wait. Can't I give him some healing first? Look at him.
You can heal him on the way, can't you?
Well, can I?
If you're such a grand healer, he says, looking back at you for a moment. Otherwise, he's going to have to survive just a few more minutes.
I'll give you some good berries so you can keep yours.
And with that, I also I bomb my spit on the shoes.
Right. That's lovely.
Okay,
just like to
so
say.
I'll give you 4 berries, okay? That equals to
3 4s is
16 HP. Okay?
Jeez, that is very good heals. I'm all of
I
a
know.
sudden my body just goes,
I know.
and I'm like,
okay, cool. Your little
Oh.
health bar goes back up again.
yep, it's
I'm
gone
gonna
back up again.
grab the guard as he tries to walk away with Alexander and shove him into a wall and tell him to unlock the manacles before you leave.
You making an intimidation check again?
I say to Alexander, I say to Elcas, no, don't worry about it. I'll happily go. And I start walking. In
Wait,
the direction.
how much will it take for you to give this man some dignity and take
15.
the manacle off?
No, we're not paying this man.
The guard reaches into his jacket, takes out a whistle and blows it. You've got about 1 minute to get the fuck out of here before I have you all locked up.
I just say to the group, go. It's fine. And I start walking in the direction of the guard tower.
He's not taking you to the guard tower. He's
he's
taking you to the body, the first body
Oh.
that you found, the fallen body that had the heart ripped out of it. That's where he wants to go.
I'll call that fine. Yes, so I just head in that direction and
It's just round the corner.
around the bloody corner.
All right. So this is the first body that you're talking about. Is this what you're telling me?
Yes, it is.
You found him like this?
Absolutely. Do you see these hands? Do they look like they've got blood on them? Besides mine?
I just want a clean fucking story, mate. From people I can believe. I saw you lot in the midst of a combat on the side of the street. I don't know what's going on. How can I trust any of you? And then your mate over there starts talking back. Does he know who he's talking to?
More than likely, probably not.
Well, let me just give you a tip, mate. You don't go speaking to the city guard like that. That's one certain way to find oneself ejected from this city.
Oh, I agree with you on that one, sir.
He unlocks your arm at that point. Right.
Thank you very much, sir.
So what happened then?
We were at this tavern. Can't remember the name, but because I'm drunk still.
Yep.
And
can
the
point to it.
screaming happened.
Screaming.
I screaming, yes, and I do this like massive scream.
Okay, you don't need to do that. That's fine. I get the picture. All right. So you hear a scream, and then what? You all run over there and you find this fellow dead, right?
We find his heart.
What?
Just his heart.
Do you point down the alley where the heart was?
I point down the alley where the heart was.
It's actually still there.
Fang,
There's
where that giant fang is.
there's a rat. There's a rat nibbling on the heart now. At this point,
It was a wee bit healthier than it is now, and still beating.
it's like some sort of cult ritual murder, isn't it? Look at that. That's disgusting.
I
there's
know. It's
people like
absolutely
this in our
disgusting.
city.
That is why I vomited, because it was so disgusting.
How did they even get
very
in
sorry.
here? All right.
That giant bat. The bat flew and it came
Look at
over the
this thing.
sky.
What do you think it's doing here?
I do not know, sir.
It comes from an Oaken cult.
Looks up at you. Well, I suppose I could ask you how you know that, but I suppose that's self-evident. And what do you know about this cult? Are they operating in our city?
It would appear as though.
Looks like a bit of a public menace, if you ask me. Who are they after, Orc? Is it you?
It is.
All right, we're going to have to take you all in for questioning, I think. You need to come with us.
I cannot help you any further than that, though.
What do you mean you cannot help me any further? I'm asking you directly to come in for questioning.
Oh, I will come in with you, but it is because I choose to do so.
Oh, everybody's a hero in DAGDAGIEL.
That goes for me as well. You try put those manacles on me, and you won't be walking straight for a week.
Oh, well, the number of times I've heard that. If I had a gold piece for every fug that tells me how tough they are.
Do you see that bat down the alleyway? You see that orc around the corner? That's what happens when you try and mess with us.
I take out a copper piece and prestidigitation on it and make it into a gold coin.
Do you do that in front of him?
No, I don't do that in front of him. I like take it out of the thing and do it to my side, just like as he
Okay.
can't see.
Okay, so you'd like to make a sleight of hand check, please?
Certainly, I can do that.
Oh boy.
I
Oh,
fail.
boy.
The coin just drops on the floor. I'm like, how did that fall out? Shocking. And I lean over and pick it up
Oh no. Okay.
and wipe it off the mud a wee bit and put it back into the pouch.
You hear the sounds of boots coming around the corner. A small platoon of about 8 men come around the corner with spears, shields, helmets, city guard.
Excuse me.
They come marching, jogging.
Are you a captain?
The one that you're talking to?
Yes.
I'm not a captain, no. Are you a fucking captain?
No. How should I address you is what I mean.
Sir is how you address me.
Sir?
Or you can call me Corporal.
I would like to tell you the rest when we are safely in your area, so we can talk privately.
I see.
If that is all right.
He gives you a long look and nods to you for a second.
Thank you.
I look over at Sean out of game and I see him smirking at my terrible and completely ignorant usage of titles and
No.
ranks. No?
I was laughing because currently I'm a corporal equivalent.
Oh, really?
So I'm just imagining that this guard is now me.
Oh, okay. So how high up on the ranking scale is a corporal anyway? Is that a reasonable
like
question? I don't know.
you're still pretty junior, but you're like you'd be in charge of like 2 or 3 or 4 people type thing.
Okay.
So it's probably about right.
Okay, cool. That sounds good. Yeah. I was kind of thinking Corporal Carrot, Terry Pratchett. You know, along those lines. All right. Cool. So, do you guys allow yourselves to be marched back down to the guardhouse?
Yes, however, if they try push or shove any sort of way, I'm definitely pushing and shoving back.
Okay. All right. Well, I think it's fair to say there's a little bit of argy-bargy on the way to the guardhouse then. And when you get there, you know, it hasn't broken out into combat, but it's tense. And you are eventually brought in. Give me a second, please. One moment, please.
Please hold the line.
Please hold the line.
The next available representative will be available in 2 hours
Correct.
and 41 minutes.
Jesus.
Random as hold music.
Yes.
The next available representative will be available in 148 days.
All right, you're
Or
taken.
perhaps you'd like to leave a message.
You're taken
If
into
you'd
the
like
guard
to leave
tower.
a message,
You are taken into the guard tower, and you see various guards doing various bits of work, what have you. Some of them are playing cards, or not cards, dragon chess over in the corner. They're eating fairly cheap food and drinking cheap ale as you marched past them and down into a large stone room downstairs where there is a fellow sitting at a large long table. He sits on one side of it so that he can fit the most number of scrolls next to him. There's a couple of maps and books and scrolls, and there's an inkwell and a quill and what have you, and he looks up at you. Alexander, you notice that he's got a crystal, not unlike the crystal that you have on the table too. And he looks up at you all. Who are you? Sir, these are culprits that we found in the street while witnesses, they claim. They believe they saw a large giant bat swoop down with a rider, I think they said, attacked the man in the street, tore out his heart, drew a sigil or something on the wall, flew off with him and dropped him on some pumpkins a little way away. Is that about right? He says, turning back to you lot.
Captain Darian, I assume.
I am Captain Darian, yes.
Well, firstly, apologies. Your subordinates are utter morons, and it must be a nightmare dealing with them.
You're not wrong there.
And secondly, he just said that supposedly we saw a giant bat. There's a dead one in the alleyway.
I point as well in the same direction.
Well,
you hear that, Scatten? Sounds like you've been caught out on this time round. Well, come on, sir. It looks mighty suspicious. They're fighting in the street, sir. I mean, it was awful.
We were attacked in the streets
we
and
don't
defended
know.
ourselves.
Who knows who attacked who, what, how, for all we know. You came in there with the giant bat, didn't we? You know, it could have been you came in there, murdered those people, killed that other orc, might have been perfectly innocent. You might have been the ones that did it all, mightn't you? How do we know?
I told you.
Yeah, you told us. You told us.
I told you that we were at the Rumbling Pig Tavern, which was just round the corner. It would have taken you 2 minutes to send a guard there and ask if a party with an orc, a half-elf, and two humans had been seen there.
Hold on, said Darian. I'll send someone round there right now. We'll get this all sorted
the thing
out.
you should have done 20 minutes ago.
I don't know who you think you're talking to, but you should have done you blah, blah, blah. I mean, who exactly are you? Why are you talking to the city guards as if you have some sort of command or like we should give a shit what you think?
Well, I don't think I have any command at all. I just think I could do your job far better than you can.
Maybe you could, maybe you couldn't, but you're not really ingratiating yourself with nobody right now, whoever you are.
I put my hand on the table with my sigil ring.
Yeah.
And just like have it like in his like not in his face, but like it's like pointing up at him.
He looks down, he looks at your hand, he looks at the ring, he looks up at you, he looks back at Alcas. Do you think this is going to go well for you?
I don't think that we have done anything wrong apart from defend ourselves when we got attacked in the streets. Streets that your city guard is supposed to keep safe.
So you're criticizing the city guard?
No, I think that this was definitely an ambush that could have happened to anyone. However, how the matter was dealt with by this fool, he may need some help.
Alcus. Oh, great Alcus. Perhaps you need to be a bit light on them.
Captain.
No, calm down.
Turns to you, yeah.
I take a seat and I pull it back and I go, Captain.
Yeah.
There's been a bit of a misunderstanding.
I can see that.
He is just fired up because we've been attacked out in the street as we were walking in the street, and he was attacked. You would be the same, wouldn't you?
I'm sure I would, but I think that you should tell your friend here, he points at Alcas, to keep his rage under control. He's letting it slip out in conversation towards people whom perhaps he might want to be a little bit more wary of. After all, your freedom in Vangate is entirely dependent upon a city guard, and
Vangate.
Sorry,
I think you are
not
confused,
Vangate. DAGDAGIEL. You caught me.
Gotcha.
As he's saying this, I just say, the rage doesn't choose the person. The rage just comes out, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, you know what? Also, it doesn't come out. is prisoners who've been locked up for fucking life. They don't come out. Rage, no rage, none of that. You just go away. And you spend the rest of your time in darkness eating shit. And sleeping
I
next
couldn't
to your
agree
own.
with you more, sir. I could not agree with you more.
Do you know how old our dungeons are?
Do I know? Would I know?
You make a history check.
Yes, I can do that.
At this stage,
13.
Alcas is angrily sulking, leaning up against a wall in the back of the room.
Alright, that's fair. What'd you get?
13.
13? I mean, yeah, you know the dungeons here are ancient, hundreds if not even thousands of years old.
I say to him, I know that they're old, thousands of years.
Right.
You must excuse my friend. He's on the calm. He's on the calm. He's going to calm down.
He's got very high ideals, doesn't he?
He does. He's a half elf. Elves, am I right?
He's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder, I'd say.
Don't we all?
Don't we all? Indeed?
Oh,
Just staring directly at the back of Alexander's head now.
Right. So what do you?
I can feel the burning.
What
Dagger,
do
dagger.
you lot know about this attacker then? This orc that you, your friend here, murdered by boot in the centre of the city of DAGDAGIEL.
He was an orc. He was attacking us. He cast darkness.
And he cast darkness.
He was a magic caster, yes.
He cast spells. So that's something. And you say he was some sort of cult or something, did you say?
I turn to Rokan and look at him and go, cult? Or something?
What was the name of the cult again, Russell?
He was a Redfang of Shargaas.
He was a Redfang of Shargaas.
Make a note of that. Somebody writes this down on some parchment. I see. I'm going to look into that Redfang of Shargaas, see if we've got any records of anything like that happening in the past. And you say he painted a red fang in blood on a wall, is that right?
Yes.
I see. All right.
It is their tradition.
Can you draw it for me over here on this parchment?
Yes.
All right. Here you go. Do you know how to hold this? Passes you a quill.
Yes, sir.
All right. So
Quill bit small.
So you draw it up there.
As best I can with a small.
What do you reckon we should make him roll to draw a symbol?
Performance check?
Performance? Performance? Could be performance. Could be...
Maybe a deception?
maybe just a straight intelligence.
Could be
That's
a
what you know, isn't it?
Sleight of hand, maybe?
Sleight of hand, I was
See how
thinking.
steady his
Yeah, I'm thinking
hand is?
sleight of hand. Okay, I'm going to roll your sleight of hand for you. You know what? I'm not going to roll. I'm going to let
Oh.
Alexander roll.
That was a 14.
Was a 14, which basically gives you advantage because...
Oh, so I roll again?
What did you roll?
I got a 14.
You got a 14. Okay, yep. Roll again.
Okay, cool. That's a 18.
Okay. Okay, so you do a pretty good job of this symbol. It looks like the one on the wall, down to the last drop and detail. Okay. Thank
I
you
just
very
make a
much.
note of-
So you say this is the cult of Shargaas, Red Fang of Shargaas.
Yes.
What do you know about these Shargaas people, these orcs?
Basically, they worship anything like undead, all the bad things.
Well, to be specific, they don't worship those things. They worship the god Shargaas, who represents those things.
Yeah. Okay. Me not into religion. Okay. Okay.
So,
They worship Shargaas, who is into the darkest things you could imagine. The undead, evil things.
one of them shudders when you say that.
Every kind of evil thing.
and they're in our city and they're just wandering about on flying fucking bats, flying down and attacking random people. Why did they attack you then?
Because they have, what do you humans call it? A beef with me.
About what?
They want me to kill my mother.
They want you to what?
Kill my mother.
Who is your mother? Is
Nobody
your mother
very
important or something?
important. You would not know her.
Well, we might want to know her if this is going to go on around here, isn't it? You know, it might be a case of you should tell us, so if we hear anything about it, we can come and find you and warn you.
She is KIRKBY Mingo.
How do you spell that in Orkin? Why don't you write that here for us?
He writes it.
All right. Okay, all right. So what do we need to know about this KIRKBY Mingo?
Nothing.
Why is it that I doubt that? Why is it I have a feeling there's more to this story?
She just some woman from some place, my mother.
I see. I don't believe you.
Me? You not believe, Orc? They're a surprise.
Nobody sends somebody on a flying bat across the fucking Parkard Rift from Angkor Ma'ak all the way to DAGDAGIEL on a flying
You
bat.
pronounce very well, I like to say.
To kill an orc from their own country, their own nation, perhaps even their own tribe, this far away on a giant fucking flying bat seems like a lot of work, a little bit extraordinary. What have you done?
Me not politician, me have nothing to do with it.
Alright, it's going to do this the hard way. Now, listen, I'll go and get the magistrate down here. Now, he happened to have spent some time in the army a long time ago, and is also a devoted servant of the god Lathander, and is now a paladin. This particular individual will be able to sort the truth from the chaff. Now you can wait for me to do that and organise this, in which case you can stay here for the next couple of hours being processed. We can tell us the whole story now and save us all a lot of time and trouble.
KIRKBY Mingo run our, well, you would call them clan.
Your clan, okay. So this is like a clan leader, you're saying. This is your mother.
Mm-hmm.
So your mother is the head of an orc clan.
Yes.
And so some other orc clan doesn't like you and her and wants you knocked off. Is that basically the story?
No, they want me to knock off my mother.
Well, that seems mighty fucking unreasonable, doesn't it? I mean, he's not making this up. There's no way he's making that up. That's way too ridiculous for someone to make up. All right, I'm going to take your word on that.
It is absolutely mad. It's
All right. Whereabouts are you staying?
At the moment, at the inn.
Which inn? There's a lot of inns in DAGDAGIEL.
What was the name of the one we were at?
The Rumbling Pig Inn, the one we
The
told you we were at, drinking and eating.
That one.
The
Stop
Rumbling
being
Pig.
so sassy, Alcus.
is the guard that I vomited on still here?
Yeah, but he's getting cleaned up at the moment. He's gone off to get sorted.
I turn to him and say, here is full gold. I'm very sorry for that, and I just do the like.
As you do that, the
Did you just salt bay him
Did I say
some
he
gold?
was? Did I say he was a sergeant or a
I did.
corporal? The corporal looks at you as you go to do that, and he says, "What do you think you're doing?
I'm paying for your dry cleaning, sir.
You are attempting to bribe an officer of the law with an extraordinary amount of money.
No. This is not a bribe. This is
Well,
not a.
no one ever says
trying
it's a
to-
bribe, do they? Nobody says here's a bribe. Nobody says that. You're giving money an excessive
Why we do
amount of
this
money.
when I tell very important story and does it matter? Really?
I cast prestidigitation on him and clean the rest of him,
Okay, that's fair.
and I put the gold back in.
That's good enough. Look, I'm frankly had enough of this whole conversation. I think if anything else happens, I want to hear about it. You get yourselves quick smart down here and tell us any more about this cult of Shargaas or these Redfangs or what have you. Any more orc problems? I want to hear about it. Yeah?
Absolutely. As I'm like shifting.
I'm not talking to
everyone else.
you. I'm talking to him, he says, pointing at your orc.
Yes, sir. As you wish.
And if this goes on, you might find yourself out the back of here. You know what I'm saying?
I understand completely.
If you're attracting this sort of negative attention to our city, we don't need this kind of violence on our streets. We've got enough problems.
And
I
this
can
is
see
that.
Right.
I just nod and go.
Scram then. Get out of here.
You can clearly see Alcas is biting his tongue.
Come on, Elkis, let's go. Come on.
Would
I'll
Elcas like
drag
to
her
make
away
a-
by the arm.
Does he need to make a wisdom saving throw to keep his mouth shut, or is he okay?
It's dinner time.
Not at this stage. He has
Come on.
other things that he's...
Think of all the alcohol you could be drinking right now.
Think of the
Yes.
alcohol that I'm going to buy you for doing that story. Again, as we're leaving, I just go, I didn't mean any of it. I'm going to buy you as much alcohol as you want.
All right. So you
Me and you both.
you are released from the guard tower and
Oh, thank goodness.
sent out on the street. I will get dexterity saving throws.
Oh, it's a carriage situation again, isn't it?
I don't know if that's sucks that
Okay.
they can't cock.
12?
Nope.
So Alexander gets a 6.
Got a
Alcas
5.
gets a
9 for
12. Vesperia
Rokan.
gets a 5. So Alcas, you narrowly avoid being splashed in the face by a cartwheel full of mud across the wall. It misses you, but it hits the rest of these three as they come out behind you. And this cart comes around the corner and just sprays mud right up the wall and door at the front of the guard tower.
What is with these inconsiderate, irresponsible cart drivers?
My people, we bath in mud. It's good for the skin.
I cast prestidigitation on myself and clean myself up.
Could you
Again.
do that to me too, please?
I click my fingers and it happens to Vesperia as well.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
As Alexander does this, I'm going to go for a grapple check to try pin him up against a wall.
And as you do that, you also hear, Dad, did you see that? Did you see that? Look at that. And you're going to make an to go roll. Strength, athletics. Alexander, you too, contested.
I'm up against the wall.
You're up against
That's a 16 for me.
All right,
I'm
Versus
up
a
against
6.
the wall.
all right. You're holding him against
What you said in there, if you dare insult me again, my elven lineage, we will not need to talk about it. We will start a fight there and then. Do you understand me?
Absolutely, my dear friend. And can I just say, I wasn't insulting your lineage. It was to keep the guard happy. He was having
I
an issue
do
with
not
you.
care. And then I'll dust him off, let him go, and just turn around and start walking off.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
He did have a point, Alexander. Treat others with some respect. I'll follow Alcus.
I will turn around and start heading towards House Karen. Karen. Yeah, blah, blah, that one, yeah.
Yep, okay, cool. Okay, so you are heading off to House Kaelin. The others, you probably notice that he's not following you, so what do you do?
Where you going, Alexander?
I'm just going, and I just walk off.
I come with you.
No, Rokan, you go with the others and have a drink, get some food.
What wrong?
Nothing.
You tell big lie to Rokan.
I do not, Rokan. I am just going.
You be all right on street alone?
I think I will be all right. Thank you. And with that, I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. Mage armor on yourself, and you go wandering off alone back to House Kaelrin, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Very well. So Alexander is heading to House Kaelrin. Alcas and Vespera, what are you doing while Rokan talks to Alexander?
Heading towards. I assume we're going back to the. What was it? The something pig.
Rumbling
Pig.
Rumbling pig. That's where we're going back to, right?
Yes. Well, we've got a room booked there, so.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So
Probably getting to that time, sleepy time.
all right. Yeah, it's about
And
9 o'clock now.
Rogan's walking with Alexander, even if Alexander doesn't want him, because he just feels kind of sorry for him. You know?
Fair enough.
Just quickly as well.
Yes.
The guards and Captain Darian,
Yes.
was there a house that they were associated with?
No.
No. Okay.
No, they were just the city guard.
They work under the auspices of the Wyvern-clad Guard. They have 3 divisions: the Wyvern-clad Guard, the Infantry, the Cavalry, and the Cormorants. The head of the infantry is Ruthic Xanathrea, presently, but they also, as well as being infantry, they also guard the streets, the walls, the city, the gates, etc. So they do everything. They're not just soldiers. But that also makes them a bit more dangerous. So, like, unlike perhaps the watch in Vane Gate, where you've got the city watch and then you've got the crown guards who are different, here all the soldiers, the guards, everything are all wyvern-clad infantry division.
Should we rest so we can get up and do some things?
I think it would be a bad idea. Can I make a persuasion check to get Rokan to go back to the Rumbling Pig?
You can make a persuasion check against Rokan. Rokan, you can decide whether or not you think it works.
It was a 24.
Oof.
Rokan, can you be persuaded?
How about I see you to your gate and then I go?
I will accept that.
All right.
Okay.
Alexander, don't forget something. Old friends have a hard time sometimes. Okay?
That is very true, and I think with that I have a free action to have like a tear roll down my cheek.
Crying is a free action in this game. Indeed.
So this friend gonna see you home, and then I go back to Rumbling Pig, get breakfast. And it's night time.
Yeah. All right. These things are thusly done. And perhaps an hour and a half later, those of you that are meeting at the Rumbling Pig do so. Is there anything that you would like to have happened in the meantime between then and now?
No, I mean, we probably would have eaten,
Had a couple of drinks,
had
bit
more
of small
drinks,
talk.
and called it.
All right. And so you head back to your room, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, so you get up to your room. And what do you do once you get to that room?
Take a rest.
Okay. Yes, you're taking a rest. Okay. Are you doing it in shifts? Are you sitting around? Are you
I don't think there's any need to do it in shifts.
Okay.
Right.
Probably not, but it's up to you. I'm not telling you how to play your game.
Rokan is...
Elkas, when he gets back to the Rumbling Pig, probably gets a jug of mead or something, and then goes and sits outside on like a wall or something, and just by himself brooding and being angry.
That's fair.
And then goes up to the room.
Alcas, while you're outside brooding and what have you, will you allow me to give them a perception check from the balcony of their room to see if they see you on a wall? Yeah, okay. So
I'm not trying to be stealthy or anything.
I know.
And if they had talked to me, I would have just told them.
Right.
I wouldn't have said anything.
You guys can make perception checks to see if you notice Alcas on a wall, sulking.
Rokan is distracted with a 4.
Rokan is distracted with a 4. Fair enough. Rokan.
I'm also distracted. To be honest, I wouldn't mind trying to have figured out my holy symbol situation. Probably had something makeshift.
Okay.
Because I can't really use metal. I'm a druid, so I will have a little something I would have whittled.
Right. I mean, if you went to the Temple of Lythander today earlier, you could have purchased a wooden symbol of Lythander from the clerics there.
Okay, that's cool. I'll just sit with that.
Okay. Very cool.
Until I sleep.
Right.
And Rokan is distracted Rokan is distracted because they told him the kitchen was closed.
Right. Okay, and it is getting quite late now. So you're not taking watches or anything like that. So you are all in one room?
Yeah.
One big
it's just
room?
the 3 of us, right?
3 of you? Okay.
Just the 3 of us.
Although Alcas probably won't even show. He likes to sleep on the tables downstairs.
Right. Fair enough.
Right?
I was literally just thinking that I probably don't even make it up to the room. I just kind of starts to get a bit chilly outside, so I move inside and brood downstairs at a table till I fall asleep.
Okay, so it's Vespera and Rokan in the room, sleeping alone. Okay. What I will get you two to do is make perception checks at disadvantage, please.
Ding ding. Oh, okay. 23.
Was that at disadvantage, Vespera?
Yeah. I got an 18 and a 20. Bro.
Wow.
That's 8 for Rokan.
8 for Rokan. Okay. Can I also get initiative rolls from everyone? Just because.
Even myself?
Well, you're not there, but I'll get you to roll anyway, just so I know, just in case you teleport to the location.
That's a 10 for Rokan.
10 for Rokan.
And a natural 1 for me, so...
Natural 1 for you. Okay.
That seems appropriate.
It seems appropriate since I'm not there.
Okay, so Vespera, you got a 23 for perception, and Rokan an 8. So Rokan, you're asleep.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, Vespera, you hear this thump on the roof.
Rokan, wake up.
Oh, no, mother, let me sleep a little.
I'm not your mother. You're our mother, remember? You're our orc mother.
Inspiration for Rokan.
What? Who, mother, what?
You're our orcan mother,
Okay,
right?
Where?
Well,
What?
up. I heard a sound up there.
Good.
Not at this time.
Me go and have a look. Okay.
Me also go have a look. Actually, me go get Alcus.
Yeah.
I'll
Good idea.
go downstairs and just shake him. Alcus, wake up!
All right.
What?
Wake up! I heard a noise on the roof.
Rokan, while you're upstairs by yourself now in the room, suddenly the window shutters burst open, smashing open now that you're alone, and another red fang swings through the window with her scimitars attacking you. This is a surprise attack, so there's not initiative yet. First attack is a 20 to hit.
That hurts.
And the second attack is a 7 to hit. So the 20 is going to hit. So Rokan, you're taking 12 points of slashing damage. But the good news is no, there is no good news. The bad news is that was the surprise attack. The good that was the bad news. The more bad news is that now they get to attack you again, and they won initiative. So a 22 to hit.
That hurts.
4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage. I think that is 10 points of damage. Is Rokan still awake?
Yes, he is. Barely.
Final attack comes in and 14 to hit.
That is his armor class.
That is his armor class. Meets all beats, my friend.
Yeah.
Should have stripped the guy of his armor.
7 points of damage.
He is unconscious.
Rokan is unconscious. Thunk. Okay, Vespera, you're out of the room.
Malchus, come on. We're gonna go find out where that noise came. Wait, did we hear the shuddering and the...
I think you can make perception checks, the two of you.
Okay.
Come on.
Nope, natural 1. So,
Vespera doesn't notice anything.
come on.
That's not bad. 19.
Okay, so Alcas, certainly you hear sounds of shutters and then maybe the sound of struggle upstairs for a moment.
I'm so sleepy.
There's something upstairs. Quickly.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll both head that way then.
Okay, so Alcas and Vespera, I'm going to say you dash this turn.
Oh, I'm
I
going
was
to...
gonna say I'm gonna dash as my action and bonus action, double dash,
All right, you
to make sure
dash
I'm
to the door.
as close as I can get with a double dash.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to use my action to bring out Theo, because
Okay.
I'm running low on spells and stuff. And I'm going to move, and I'm going to really feel like fire in here is a bad idea. So I think I'll just leave it at that and keep
Leave it at
Theo
that.
out.
All right, Alexander, you're not here, are you? You're on your way back
I'm
to
not
House
here.
Karen. Okay, very well. Barry, you're making a death saving throw, so I'll roll that.
I'm doing it.
Oh, you're doing it?
I'm doing it, yeah.
Okay, death save for Barry, for Rokan.
Oh no. Was it a natural 1?
Was that a natural 1?
No, it wasn't.
We've got the look of...
He's got
Oh, he rolled a natural
two
1.
death save fails on his character sheet. That was a
It was a fucking natural 1! What are you doing? Don't roll with your real dice. They're cursed. Yeet them.
Okay, Rokan, that was your turn. Alcas, what you get to the door. As you get to the door,
Yep.
We're emerging with the big dice now.
you see that the
Oh.
inside of the room is very dark. In fact, it seems unnaturally dark.
Oh, okay. Is it my turn or is it?
It is your turn. Yes.
You would like to be mildly disgruntled?
I'm gonna call out to the room. Rokan, where are you?
Rokan does not respond.
Hearing no reply, I'm going to run into the darkness and take a swing
Okay.
at just anything.
All right, make an attack roll with disadvantage, please.
Ooh, that's not bad. That's a 17.
17. You connect with something. Make your damage roll, please.
Ooh, That is 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Okay, something goes thud and crack as you strike it. Vespera, you're on your way up the stairs. Theo has materialized. You've got another 60-odd feet to cover before you can get to the door.
Okay, I will do that then.
Right. So you're going to dash this time?
Yeah, I'm going to dash. I'm going to give... I don't know what's happening upstairs,
You can
but...
teleport into the room if you want with a flash too, can't you, if you wanted to?
I can. It's 15 feet.
Right. That could add 15 feet to the end of your movement.
I think I'd rather just have her there just in case, because I don't know what I'm going to expect. So I'd like to get up to the top of the stairs, get 60 feet there, and then just survey what I can see.
So you can see a corridor. At the end of the corridor, you sort of see the door open to your room, and you hear, and you can hear. I suppose as you've been moving up here, not much else actually. It's been quiet for a moment.
Okay. So I can't see like inside the room yet?
No, you're at an oblique angle to the door.
Okay. I'm afraid that if I teleport closer, I'm going to deal fire damage to the area.
Right.
The rooms, etc.
Right.
So
set fire to the building.
I think I'll just go as far as I can.
Okay, very good. So you go as far as you can. So you're about 10 feet from the door at this point by the time you get to the beginning of your next turn. Alexander isn't here. He's on his way home. Giant Thingo, Orc, Thingo. Okay, Alcas, what's your armor class?
Don't fail, Rokan. Don't fail.
17.
17. Okay, you are hit with a scimitar for 8 points of slashing damage. Oh dear. I rolled a natural 20 on my second attack. Alcas, 22 points of damage.
I am down.
What the fuck?
Ouch.
He just did 30 points of damage.
That was phenomenal.
Oh.
Rokan, we're making a death save for Rokan, please.
Yep.
Oh no.
That was a 2.
Oh no.
He is dead.
Rokan is bled out presently.
Rokan is fucking dead.
Never, ever let Jordan roll your death saves.
Never let me roll your death saves. Always let the DM roll them.
Always let the DM roll your death saves. The DM can at least fudge them, if necessary. But no, Rokan... No, the thing is, out of game, before we get too upset, you can get Rokan resurrected at one of the temples. It's possible. It's going to be costly. Either in money or in boons. But we'll think about that when we get there. Sorry, Barry. Alcas, it's your turn.
Sorry, Barry.
You're unconscious. You're making a death save. That's a 12. That's a success. Very good. Vespera. Nothing.
Okay.
No sound from the room.
I'm going to move into the door. What do I see?
Okay, you move to the door, and when you glance around, you see a ball of fuzzy darkness in the room.
But I can't see anyone?
Darkness.
Right. Okay. I'm going to give Theo a good berry. Say bonus action, just in case.
Okay.
If you need to give that to someone, do it. And because I can't see anything right now.
All right.
And I am going to... God damn. What am I going to do? I don't know if there's much I can do. Okay, so... Okay, one sec. I've got to read this briefly. Okay, I am going to start bundling this radiant energy into myself. I'm going to emanate these brilliant luminous spectral wings.
Okay.
from my back. I'm going to
Alright.
use Radiant Soul, which is my ASMR ability.
Right.
And I am going to, so now I have a flying speed. I think I will sort of start flying off the floor.
Okay. So
And
you
I am going
rise
to,
up off the floor.
yep.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, God, what am I going to do?
What are you gonna do?
I am going to, like, did we end up getting our rest?
You did get your rest.
Excellent. In that case, I'm going to do Guiding Bolt.
Guiding bolt. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll
Um,
to hit.
And doing this,
Dis-
it gives me extra radiant damage
You
when
have-
I attack.
You
So
have disadvantage to hit in the darkness unless you have some kind of true sight.
I do not have true sight. I am just, I'm furious about what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I can't see my friends. They're not here.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard something. So I'm going to just take a stab in the darkness.
So let's do this. You're at disadvantage.
Yes,
Do you have inspiration?
I do have inspiration.
Would you like to use it to counteract the disadvantage against the darkness?
Sure.
All right. So now you can roll
All
a
right.
natural roll to hit.
Okay. Let's see. Where is my spells? Da-da-da. Guiding Bolt. Let's go. Well, that didn't work that time.
Blasts down the side of the wall inside the room. Alexander's not here. Okay, a dart comes flying out of the darkness towards you, Vespera. What's your armor class?
17.
Okay, it misses you and goes thunk into the wall behind you. It seems to be dripping green goo down the wall where it strikes. Rokan is presently dead. Alcas is making a death save.
I can't see him. I can't see him.
14
that is a 14.
That is a save, so that's 2 out of 3 you've saved. Vespera.
Okay, I'll have Theo do what I said before. If anyone is hurt, feed that good berry to them.
All right.
And I am going to try for. Maybe I should use this instead. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the room. Oh no, I can't do that either. It's bonus action. Okay, I'm gonna use another guiding bolt.
Another guiding bolt. Okay,
Yep.
roll to hit, please.
We'll be at disadvantage this time.
Yep.
Come on, do better. Nope, failed again. Jesus.
Damn. Okay, Alexander's not here. Now, look, the truth is, I'm going to say, Rokan, you're knocked out because they want you alive. They want you to do this job. Their final attack was a non-lethal attack. So you are unconscious. They didn't want you dead. That was the first thing they told you. So you're not on 1 hit point. He's on 0 hit points. He's still unconscious. Okay, and so instead what happens, Rokan, is I think they're going to attack Vespera with a scimitar. So this individual comes racing out of the darkness at you, Vespera, suddenly. 2 scimitar attacks. One is 23, the second one is also 23 to hit.
Yep, that will hit me.
You take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Then you
8.
take a further 15 points of damage.
Oh yeah, I'm down too.
You're down to. Oh,
Yep.
shit.
Oh my god, why did I even bother?
Alright, well, let's say that you're both unconscious. And we
Actually-
shall, yeah.
Theo should still be able to see me.
Theo can still see you, yeah. He
She
can
should
use
be
a
able to give me that good berry.
reaction to teleport you as well.
That's true, but I asked her to give me give a
berry.
person a good berry if they went down.
Okay. Alright, in which case, I guess Theo's going to give you the goodberry first because you're the most important person to Theo.
Yep.
Makes sense. Okay, so you have a hit point.
Excellent.
All right.
And
Alcas, you're making a death save. Five is a fail.
That's a fail.
Okay, so you're at 2 successes and 1 fail on your death saving throws. This is some nail-biting shit. Vespera, it's back to you.
okay, so I can't see who this creature is. I will.
Oh no, you can now because he came out of the darkness with a scimitar to attack you.
Oh, okay. Well, great. I think I've used the.
In fact, as you get the goodberry, and wake up from the goodberry, and you look over your shoulder now as this individual is kind of walking down the hallway, stealthing down the corridor, out through the main exit.
Oh, it's leaving.
Yeah. You think
Okay.
he believes? Well, yeah, you think so.
Okay, right. Is the darkness still there?
The darkness is still there right now. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to chase after it.
Okay.
Whatever it attacked, pretty much. And I'm going to check out my spells and see what I've got left. Okay, what can I do? What can I do?
I don't know, but you've got this long to decide.
Okay, I think I'll remain where I'm at.
You want to hold a dodge action or something?
Hmm?
You want to hold a dodge?
I am going to cast. Wait, did I teleport in that turn?
No.
Okay, sweet. I will cast. Wait, what is this? Is this a no? It's a cleric. Okay. I will try and get some cover.
Try and get some cover?
Yeah.
Okay, so you move to cover.
Yeah.
Alright, that's cool.
There isn't anything I can do.
Is there anything you can do? Alright, very good. The orc disappears.
Okay.
I'll tell you what you probably should do is make a perception check.
Alright, perception. 20.
Well, as they've walked past you and so on, you realize that this individual is in fact carrying Rokan's body on his shoulder.
Okay. What happened to Alcas? He was up here.
Alcas? You don't know where Alcas is. You haven't seen Alcas.
I don't know what to do.
Alcas ran into the room you suspect and has not come out. The darkness is still in the room. The orc has come out of the darkness carrying Rokan over his shoulder and is now left. And that is where we're going to leave tonight's game.
Okay, it feels so anticlimactic, I'll be honest.
Anticlimactic? You just had your friend kidnapped. That's not anticlimactic.
I was going to say, it feels anticlimactic for some. I'm one bad roll away from dying.
Well,
I
actually,
can't see you.
On that note, let's make that roll before we tidy up.
Oh no.
Here it goes, Alcas. 13 is a pass. Alcas, you have 1 hit point. Oh, actually, no, you don't. You have 0 hit points, but you're just stable. You're not bleeding out.
Yeah, is it?
0 hit points, stable, all good. All right, guys, thank you for playing tonight. Thank you, people, for watching. We had a lot of people in chat tonight. That was really cool to have you guys there. Thank you so much for anybody that has subscribed, followed, had a check out of our YouTube channel. I saw somebody signed up there earlier at some point. Yeah, we really appreciate it. Great little group. We've been going for, what was that, our 13th episode? Something along those lines?
13th, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So we're going to do a raid. I'm going to throw you at somebody else.
I was going to say as well, quickly, for those that are watching,
Yeah.
I really enjoy painting minis, and I'm about to show you one that I'm working on currently, and if you come back next time, I might be able to give you an update on it.
cool.
Okay.
That would be very cool.
Yeah.
Wow, fuck.
Oh,
Check that out. That is a giant red dragon. That was you're going to give that to me, right? That was the thing that you were going to give me.
We'll see.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
We'll see if I die or not.
Sean already
Yeah.
gave me a Drider last week, which is
Yeah,
so
yeah.
very cool. I wish my camera could focus on it. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna raid somebody. Let's see who we can raid. Raid a channel.
Oh
Friendly
my
Barry.
fire.
god, so scary.
Oh, getting
Bye,
dicey.
Barry.
We're gonna raid getting dicey tonight. Here we go.
I can't believe it. Can't believe
Barry's already
it.
off. He didn't even say goodbye. Just like that.
Bye-bye, everyone.
See you
Goodbye.
guys.
Thanks
You
for
have a great
watching.
night. 4, 3, 2, 1, and
Bye.
raid.
Oh man, what the hell?
We did the thing.
What the hell?
You just decided to